we go now. Here 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 we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the sea? We've been kicking up the dust, if you know what I mean. We got a good thing going. We got a good thing going on.
Make it clap.
Hello guys and welcome to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and this is Super here with Phoenix and this is the day number 2 of the South Asia Wildcard region and the regional finale. What do you think, Phoenix, what's going to happen today?
Yesterday we saw some of the underdog team performing so well, Trooper, and you know what? I expect the same from today.
Well, certainly, and this is something that is different from this region, right? We saw the other regions as well, but the underdogs from this region are really special because they've got 2 chicken dinners on the opening day of the regional finale, one for Equinox and the other for Victor Gaming. So definitely the big guns are going to be under pressure even today. It's going to be very important how they're going to respond, and this is something we're going to keep a very close eye on today.
Yeah, for sure, but you know what? Teams like C9, without securing a chicken dinner, they are still on the top. So as Spain Gaming, but we saw if a team secured a chicken dinner, they're still not safe because RGC Opex on the second page.
Well, certainly. But before moving any further, let's give a big shout out to our media partners, that is Nemo TV. And now we have the tournament explanation in front of us where we went to the semi-finalist stage with 32 teams from 4 groups participated. And then in this region, top 13 teams came ahead. And now in the finale, the 3 invited teams, these 16 teams are going to play for 4 days and 4 matches per day would be played. And then after 16 matches, the team on the #1 position will get the PMPL Season 4 ticket already. And you know, we've gone through the first 4 matches. Now today is the day number 2, and what they are playing for is a total prize pool of $29,200.
Massive prize pool, Trooper, and the first place, you're going to finish at the first place, you will get $3,600 as well as the ticket for PMPL Season 4, and that is going to be the bragging rights for sure.
Well, certainly that is going to be the bragging rights. And the second place is also getting a decent amount over there, $2,000, and the third place as well, $1,600. So there's a lot of money at stake. But yes, the most important thing, just like you mentioned, qualifying for the PMPL Season 4, and that is going to be only for the #1. But how are we going to decide that? That is going to be decided on the basis of this point structure in front of us. 15 for the chicken, 12 for the second, third place gets 10 points, and the all-important 1 point per kill is going to be practiced over here as well.
That is going to be the X factor, Trooper, because yesterday we saw teams like struggle till the third match. They were heavily dependent on those skill points, but right now we have the squad roster in front of us. Pain Gaming, Equinox, the underdog, secured second dinner yesterday. Savage eSports, Victor Gaming, again the team secured a chicken dinner yesterday.
Well, certainly these are going to be the teams to watch out for. But on the other page, we have got DENO, NRC, MAKPEN and SDMZ. Even NRC and SDMZ are really showing some good colors over here. Let's see how they're going to just carry the momentum. And this is is the day number 2, right? We call it the day of comebacks, just like Ocean also says it. But these are the other teams from that are going to be participating. Opex is going to be a bear. They would be looking to make a comeback. Infinity eSports, they did not even start yesterday. Let's see what they're going to do today. And NAIKON would be also adding them. Now, Struggle Clan, Seal9, Apes and Astra Academy. Struggle and Seal9 have sort of shown some really promising colors yesterday, but Apes and Astra, they're not looking good, to be really honest.
To be honest, they are struggling, but we have the overall ranking in front of us. Look at that. Again, as we just mentioned, Seal9 Esports, Spain Gaming again on the top, Equinox and Victor Gaming secured second dinner. They are on the third and the fourth page of the position. On the first page of the leaderboard, Struggle on the 6th position with 40 points.
Well, for me, it's going to be all about how NRC is going to play today, how Victor Gaming are going to play today, how even Pain Gaming are going to play, because these are the teams to watch out for, and let's see what they're going to do. Because consider NRC, this is their first appearance at this regional finale, right? And they're just inside the top 8 after day number 1. It's going to be, it would have been a sleepless night for them, and the way they're going to carry their energy today is going to be really, really important. But if they feature once again inside the final circles, we know what they can do.
Yeah, we know what they can do, but let's take a look at the second page of the overall ranking. Then we get to know which team is still trying their level best to perform well, and we have the teams who are still on the bottom: Apes, RGC, DENO, Astra Academy, Infinity Esports. Look at that. Very less points.
Well, yes, but look at this. Infinity Esports, Astra Academy, Apes, all featuring on this page. And this is going to be really, really tough for them, how they're going to do this comeback, because it's not a very lengthy tournament structure, right? Just 16 matches. We have already done 4 here, and just 12 matches remaining. And we've got 4 matches to be played today, and which maps are going to be in which maps they're going to be played. The schedule right here in front of us: Erangel, Miramar, PSanhok, and then one final Erangel for the day.
And you know what, Trooper? Today, these all 16 teams will complete their half of the journey for this season's final. So you have to be careful. You have to be consistent throughout the matches. Erangel, Miramar, then PSanhok, then another Erangel, and anything can happen today.
Well, in some lengthy tournaments, we have discussed before that day number 2 is the day of comebacks. Day number 3 is the day of chaos. I believe it's going to be the mixture of both today. It's going to be some chaos, and it's going to be some comeback stories as well that are going to be written today. But that is going to be really, really interesting, because just like you mentioned, halfway through by the end of the day, so it becomes really, really difficult for a team that would be ending on the second page today to make a comeback, because only and only that one team, that hashtag one team, is going to get that PMPL slot. So the journey might just end in the regional finale if you are on the second page today.
Yeah, but if you're talking about journeys taking an end, I'm still concerned about Infinity Esports, because yesterday we saw their drop location colliding with other other teams, as well as they are just focusing on those a new drop location, and that strategy again backfired. So let's see how this team are going to perform.
Well, every strategy backfired for them, and it's going to be very important how they're going to respond and reciprocate to this tough situation that they've found themselves, because these are big players, right? They've got the experience behind them. Sancher, White, they were part of the PMPL Season 3 as well. They've got big experience. Even Leo was over there. So these are big players, and these are big names. Let's see when they come under pressure, how do they respond? And it's going to be very important for them, the way they're going to pace themselves during the day, because starting from Erangel, we know that they're not going to go to Pochinki, right? They're not going to challenge Struggle Clan, because they haven't been doing that in any game where Struggle Clan has been with them inside the lobby. But on the other side, what do you think? How are Infinity Esports? They went to Milta. They got some disappointment in the Milta factory as well. They're not going towards Pochinki. What else do you think that they can do now?
I think so. They're just gonna drop out in those. Just gonna move towards those individual compounds present in the map. Like, let's take an example. Yesterday we saw teams like Victor Gaming. They usually drop towards the Paradise Resort. Yet they drop at the same location, but still 2 players just looted out the outskirts of the Paradise Resort to be on the safer side in the PSanhok map, right? If any team just gonna contest the same area, they can easily punish them. They know every single route to just escape from there. They already have a backup plan, so that's the most important thing. But as just mentioned about the Milta fight, right? I literally love the way the opposite team, the opposition, flushed out the players of Infinity Esports using a Molotov to, force a player to come out from his cover, as well as, force him to leave that one solid area. That's the best thing.
Well, certainly, and it also gives you a big amount of confidence, just like we got for Team Opex yesterday. But let's see how the matches are going to be paced today, because as we talked about the beginning of the show, Equinox, they are one of the underdogs that are really doing very good. Even during the semi-finale stage, they were leading the charts. They were right on top on the podium, 1, 2, 3 positions. That is what they were holding, and they're continuing the momentum during the regional finale as well. So it becomes very important for them how Equinox are going to pace themselves today, how Pain Gaming is going to pace themselves today, and how Victor Gaming is going to pace themselves. And amongst all this, there's going to be a complete story different written for the team of NRC. The way they are going to play is going to be something that all the Sri Lankans are going to keep an eye on.
Yeah, for sure. They are going to support their favorite team, as well as they are already hyped up for these regional finals. And you know what? Again, the question is again how Infinity Esports are going to fight back. I have another example, and that is going to be the second match for the day, in which we saw Pain Gaming just drop down towards the military bridge present on the military island, right? They usually drop down towards the quarry area, but in the second match of the Erangel, they changed their drop location, although they just headed towards the quarry. But still dropping out towards those individual compound, collected some loot, gathered some vehicles so that they can rotate. That's the best thing. I think so Infinity Esports can do the same thing if they want to.
Well, certainly they can do the same thing, and Pain Gaming are getting good results for their strategies, right? So you got to respect and learn from your opponents as well. This is something that Infinity Esports can do, and the player of those stature, they can really pull off anything. We're talking a lot about them, how they're going to come back, but they can just hit anyone by storm. Remember, in the semi-finale, the way they started off proceedings inside Pochinki against Olympus, and once again in Pocado against Olympus, they were absolutely breathtaking over there. But now, how are they going to proceed today is going to be something really, really important. So this upcoming game of Erangel is going to be very important, not only for the underdogs, but also for the big guns. Why are we not talking about Bear, right? They just missed out with 1 point last season, and now they've got this opportunity yet again to be here to prove their medal once again. Can they get that one extra point? But it's not just 1 point this time, right? It's a complete different journey altogether of 16 matches. We have already covered 4 matches for them as well, but 12 matches remaining, and the Erangel, first Erangel for today, is just upcoming in a little bit of time. And here is the plane path right in front of us from Lipovka to Georgopol City, just crossing the long bridge over there, and a slightly northern tilt inside this plane path.
Yep, and you know what? If I'm going to predict where the circle is just going to form, I think so it's just going to form towards the military base side. Let's see if this can happen or not. But again, Snaya Poliana, Rozhok School, Mansion, Shelter, even Milta, Puchinki Ruins, Katka Hospital, Shooting Range, Severny, these areas are glidable, so teams can go as well as drop out to their favorite drop location. But okay, I'm again looking out for Infinity. They dropped down early, they left the plane early, and they're heading towards the Milta.
Yes, they are, and Opex just moving towards that Milta factory area where they love to go, and Bear just heading towards the Milta city as well. But Infinity Esports, they're just heading towards this farm split maybe. White has taken a very late jump. I don't think they're going for the Novo Bridge right now, or they might be. It's going to be something to find out for. Or is it Leo's ex-team's previous drop of Shelter Prison?
Yes.
Yeah, that was something they could have pulled off, right?
Okay.
You got to learn from experiences. If the drops for Sanchar and White are not working, why don't go for Leo's drop, right? You've got strategies. You've played with one of the best IGLs in the world. Why don't try those strategies in this lobby? And that is exactly what Infinity Esports is doing right now, and I'm absolutely loving it. Let's see where the circle is going to go. Very, very important. And the Eastern Shore, the Novo Bridge, the Potato Hill, and Yasnaya Poliana inside this first circle.
Yeah, and we have Severny just heading towards Victor Gaming just headed towards the Severny area. Apologies there. MAKPEN on the other side just went towards the western side of Georgopol City. On the northern Georgopol City, we have C9. They're going to loot out those compounds. But MAKPEN, and you know, this is going to be incredible. But look at that. Star on the other side. East on the other side. He got knocked out from the side of Equinox. Where one player, Eriman, is going to finish that one knock and going to secure the first blood for the game.
Well, yes, he's going to do the first blood for the game. Goes to Ariman. He completes that kill for his team. We only started with 62 players. Now we're down to 61 after the first kill over here. Team Bear taking full control of the Milta city. They've already got some good loot, and they have already picked up the first kill of this game. So the confidence is really going to be good for them in the start, but let's see how they're going to use up this bonus point that they've got so early. Really, really important how they're going to shape this this early energy that they have just got here into the later stages of the match.
teams are focusing on looting right now, and that's the best part. And pretty safe inside the circle, except one player of Equinox who takes an exit. And NAIKON, okay, so they are playing with a 3-man lineup. Again, that's not a good thing. Usually we saw that Beer just opted out for this 3-man lineup. Apologies, that is Pain. And every single time, whenever they're playing with a 3-man lineup, they were looking phenomenal. Opti Demo, these two players are so good. This synergy is so good. But let's see how they're going to perform today, despite of the fact they are on the second page, the second position in the overall ranking. Let's see.
But despite being 3-man, Pain have been doing substantially good, right?
Yes.
So just imagine if they had their fourth player, the extra gun running for them. It could have been a completely different domination from their side. But let's see how they're going to play today. This is Apes, ladies and gentlemen, looting in front of us. The school and the school apartment split that they're executing. Zebo, he's been amazing even yesterday. We're going to keep a close eye on how he's going to play his matches today. But there are some special players out there, right?
Yeah.
From even Pain, Demo is one. Mozart is one from NAIKON. Both these players just playing as a 3-man team. Both the teams playing as a 3-man team, and both these players are part of a 3-man squad right now. So they've got some added responsibilities where they are just executing some brilliance. And this is Miracle, Demo, and Opti just looting up Water City over there. But SDMZ are already in rotation. They've looted up, and now they are going to place themselves in a very good spot. And since this is an early rotation, just within the 5-minute mark of the match, that is why the two of the players using the buggy to rotate. They're just anticipating that not a lot of teams would be out on the ridges, cutting off rotations right now. But Psycho, the problem for him, does not have a backpack. And we saw Team Bear around farm already. This might be trouble for them.
This might be trouble for them. Let's see how they're going to deal with that. Now we have Victor Gaming in front of us on the screens. This team secured a chicken dinner, and that was so amazing. That's why they are on the fourth position. Secured 41 total points. A good start for the first day of the regional finals. They were looking out for that, and they got it. Now they have to showcase the same performance today as well, Trooper, because it is the most important thing. And it's going to be cherry on top if we're going to finish at the first place today by the end of the day, basically.
Well, they're definitely going to try it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's so tough, man. It's so tough. Just the #1 position. If you're going to end on that after 16 matches, only and only you're going to go ahead inside the tournament. And that is not an easy tournament, right? That is PMPL Season 4. The big guns are going to be fighting over there. So you just got to be top-notch. Best.
Yes.
The champion may be in every single lobby, and only then you would be allowed. Have you grinded enough for that? Tried all your strategies, bring your A game on the table. This is the PMCO regional finale. You're not going to go past this hurdle this easy. Equinox, they've already lost a player in their early rotation, just dropping off the parachute, and now just the 3 players looting the entire region of Nova Rupnoi. Let's see what this 3-man team can do now. So much lull already in the lobby. Everyone is just waiting. Even we are waiting when the action is going to pick up a pace over here. But right now it's just silence everywhere. We saw SDMZ move towards a farm area. I was expecting a collision between Bear and SDMZ, but we got to find out what happened over there as well. But this is a struggle, and we know there's a completely different struggle for the teams in Pochinki. Oh, this is Bear, okay. So they've just moved towards this cubicle compound, towards this side, towards Milta Factory, and that is why they're not present towards the farm area. So no collision between SDMZ and Bear, but since they've moved a little bit towards the eastern side, they're going to find a team that is Opex, who loves to jump in this area and loot up.
Look at that.
Now this Dacia. Arimun has eyes on this Dacia. And Hunter! Oh, shots being taken already. Let's see. Oh, he goes down. But Arimun has still not given away position. That is going to be something important. But Toxin, he might just spot him over there.
Now Marvel keep on fighting some shot. Knocked out one player, spotted down another. But Arimun on the other side just going to lob another grenade. And he's going to knock another player. Marvel looking so good. Secure 2 kills in a very early stage. We are looking out for this. We are waiting for these early fights. And yes, Trooper, we have in front of us Beer. They secure the first blood. Now they're gonna eliminate one team. They're looking out for that, but look at that. the revival already being initiated, and Unknown is here. He's here for the backup, and now it's just going to regroup with his teammates so that they can easily take down Beer. But that's going to be the option, or that is going to be the answer. Let's see.
Well, it's a spider's web. The name is Bear, but they're
Yeah.
letting a web around Team Opex right now. Look at how they have encircled them. Marvel on one side, Arimon is so close already, and Susuk has moved in from the flank position. But the problem is, if any of them gets spotted, any of them, it's going to be no revive possible.
Yeah, no revive possible for them for sure. Toxin was pretty close to spot out Susing, but he's just being more cautious. Still behind the ridge. Now Unknown. He's not giving up his position, and now he's just being silent. He's on the triple story, on top of the triple story. Marvel from a different angle, providing a lot of cover to Armin, as well as Susing, just collecting a lot of information. On a different side of a map, we can see P in demo just engaging with the fight of the players of Struggle. Armin still holding that frag grenade, still waiting for that perfect opportunity, and this fight gonna take a little bit more long.
Well, yes, it is going to, but they've just encircled them, and now this complete area is outside the play zone. Look at the second shift of the circle, slightly towards the northern side. Yes, Naya, Poliana still inside the circle, but the place where Pain and Struggle are fighting, in between School and Pochinki, those compounds over there, that is also now outside the circle. So both these fights that are picked up now have got to be wrapped up quickly. And let's see if all the 4 teams that are engaged in fights in different parts of the map are going to go ahead inside, or we are going to see a wipe before the second circle starts closing in. But Equinox have already made their way across the Novo Bridge, and what an amazing work from the observers over here. Look at this. Wow, cinematics. 100 out of 100 for them.
Yeah, 100 out of 100 for them, and we have the airdrop 1 in front of us, Rupa. And what we have in the first airdrop, we have the AUG A3, the luxurious weapon with the level 3 kit and a cheap pad for snipers. Now, I'm still looking out for that one fight, Pain Gaming versus Struggle, because we can see that Struggle, they lost their one player, and now it is going to be a 3v3 fight. But this fight is more important for these two teams because they are just 189 meters far away from the safe zone, pretty close to the safe zone. But the team...
Oh, he's trying to retreat now. He's trying to retreat, change positions. Who's got more patience? That is going to be the question for now. And Opex are giving nothing away. They've lost a player. They're like, no, we're not moving anywhere. We are here. Let's see who's got more meds. But oh, a nade being tossed by Unknown over there. And Susuk realized, right, that he's been spotted. His position has been compromised. So that is why he changed his stance a little bit. This was not the retreat that he was executing. He was just changing his stance a little bit. And let's see for how long. Because just one knock on Bear and things might change completely. At this point, if one of them goes down, I would recommend the other 3 not to go for the revive. Because in that process, you might just face the second knock as well.
But look at the position of Marvel now. He changed his position. Now he's towards that roadside, present behind that one shack, I think so. Made a cover for himself. Now, as you just mentioned, they were building a cobweb, and now look at that. Both the players were exchanging grenades, but at the end, it was Susing just gonna find knock. Unknown got knocked out. Toxin and Elvin. Both the players pretty close to each other, but so far away from Unknown. Now he's just gonna bleed out. Opex. The pressure is on. Now, how they're going to deal with this pressure, it's going to be the question. Look at that, they're still being silent, Trooper. Oh my goodness.
I don't know why. This is a 2v4 situation now. And Marvel goes down. He's spotted. Marvel goes down. This is added pressure on Bear. How are they going to reciprocate? Are they going to go for the revive? Are they going to go for the push? Or are they just going to sit silent? And Eco gets this opportunity. Hurts Alien. But still has pinned them down in those 2 compounds over there. Unknown is not getting any sort of help from his teammates. And he closes in. He closes in now. Very important. The blue is here. But this is just the second.
Oh no.
Where are you tossing your nades, my friend? Not at this point. Don't knock yourself at least. This is a very, very tricky situation. And Susok just closes in, completes the kill. Now 2 players remaining in the vicinity. Marvel is still bleeding out. Look at him. He might just fall down over there. But Bear are sacrificing him yet. They're trying really hard. Arimon picks up one more. Toxin is down. Alien, the last player remaining. Marvel bleeds out. They've sacrificed that one player for the wipe, but they're not going to give up on the 4th kill for sure. They got the 1 kill from Equinox earlier. Now they've got 3 kills already from Opex. The pressure is going to be constant, and the nade is going to finish up the job for Bear. They've just lost 1 player, but they've already managed to get 5 kills for themselves and some extra bit of loot to play with.
As well as the vehicles to rotate.
Yeah.
Dacia and the buggies. So now Beer, that was a pretty decent trade. Secured 4 kills, and RGC Opex take an exit at the 16th position. Not happy with this position. Let's see how they're going to perform in the other 3 matches. Still 3 matches left for the day. NAIKON on the other side, present towards this dip. Have a good control. SDMZ still. Look at that. This team rotate a lot. They love to collect a lot of information. Beer, we all know they were at the 2nd page of the leaderboard. Now they are just stepping up. Secured 4 kill points. Victor Gaming in the vicinity, as well as Infinity Esports. NAIKON being surrounded by 3 teams. SDMZ, Infinity Esports, as well as Victor Gaming. This is going to be important for NAIKON to save their vehicles, as well as to be safe and, you know, not just no casualty.
Definitely. And the day of comebacks has started, right? They're on their way for the comeback. They've already got 5 points for themselves. Just lost 1 player over there. And that was a smart thing.
For sure.
Sacrificing Marvel in that position was a really smart thing, because they did not have the clear idea that the players were on which windows, right? If they would have committed any player towards that side of the compound, they might have lost 1 more player in the process, and then it would have been a different story. 2 players, 5 kills is not as good as 3 players with 5 kills, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's more like a chess game. I'm going to sacrifice my queen.
Yes.
Then I'm going to take down your king.
2 bishops.
Checkmate,
as well.
bro.
2 bishops. As
2 bishops. Right. And look at that. Another team being initiating a lot of fights on the other side. Victor Gaming, 1 player got knocked out. The revival, it's going to be more important, because Victor Gaming, they are already in a good spot in the overall ranking. They required more. Berlin retaliated back, popping out some head. White got knocked out. Car 98 perfectly.
So the comebacks are done. Now it's about the chaos.
For sure, we are waiting for that, and look at that, the zone
It's
closing
happening. 3-way fight already towards the center half of the game, and heads being broken over here. This is Victor Gaming, Berlin with that Car 98 8X right now, trying to get that second knock on Leo as well. If he does, that's going to be a completely different set of troubles for Team Infinity Esports to deal with. But where are the other 2 players? That is what I want to find. But the 2 invited teams going up against each other, that is Astra Academy and Seal9. I would have to want to have a look over there.
Berlin still using his Car 98, still looking out for that one particular compound. And look at the circle, Trooper. Western shift from the mansion area, present towards the western side of the mansion. And we can see that Astra Academy, they are inside the circle, as well as SDMZ. Pretty happy with this. Seal9, these 3 teams are inside the circle. And we can see that teams are engaging, teams are moving towards the circle. Now, Seal9, 2 players pretty far away from the other 2 players, pretty far away from the pack, so they have to move inside the circle ASAP. Otherwise, they will find themselves on the receiving edge.
Definitely. And look at Damage just scouting for his team, as now his team is going to move as well. So that's a very, very good move coming in from Victor Gaming, because they've got a lot of rotations incoming in that direction. Look at Infinity Esports, they are now very close to their compound where Victor Gaming were holding up, and even Pain is finding some sort of a resistance coming in from Struggle, which they are trying to pull down right now. It's a 3-man team, and NRC very close in the vicinity. There is chaos on either edges of the circle right now, and Struggle just trying to hold their positions. They've already lost 2 teammates, Arklu and Dexter, trying to hold on with NRC right on top of them, and Pain just behind them. And on the other side, they've got NAIKON giving them some troubles as well. And look at that, Infinity Esports, Sanchez pulls down a lad from Victor Gaming, but DENO have also got a part to tell in that 2-way fight. They're just making the third party things difficult for Infinity Esports as well. And Sneaks just now stopping at the big. They're going to commit themselves, yes.
Oh no, Berlin received damage from the backline. Warzone just trying his level best, but he will go down. Damage is the only player surviving from the side of Victor Gaming, and he's so far away. Infinity Esports, they lost fight but secure 3.
Well, yes, and now the last player, Damage, who went scouting for his team, is now the only player remaining for Victor Gaming. They've got some decent kills over here. Let's see how they're going to carry this momentum forward. And 3 kills already for them. Like, their overall points after 4 matches are in single digits, right? 3 to 4 points maybe. But now they've already got 3. So they've got the start that they needed. They've just lost wide over here. Let's see how they're going to move ahead. But the problem is still the same for them. They got to move inside the zone. The warehouse that they're holding up is outside, and I think the shots must have been heard by the teams in the nearby vicinity. They're not going to allow an easy passage for Infinity Esports from that part. They got to be really, really cheeky. The vehicles are going to be used over here. But now we've got MAKPEN and DENO in action. Udasi goes down. MAKPEN have control of the compound entirely. But look at the background. We've got Equinox also just lurking around the edges over there. And the M16 shots coming in. Look at that. Shots from Momo. Suppressed M16. Beautiful shots. Trying to connect. And now with the spray.
What? Team Bear, they got eliminated at the 15, and the reason, which team is the reason why they got eliminated, and that is Seal9, who got pinched down from the side of Astra Academy. We were talking about till the 12 minutes, but still, it's the most important thing. Bear, now they only secured 5 total points, and that's it. Seal9 secured 3 kill points, all the 4 players alive, looking pretty decent. Equinox secured 1, lost 1. It's a pretty good trade. They are inside the circle. They have pretty good cover, but Pain Gaming on the other side. Secured 2 kills. All the 3 players are alive, playing on the edge. Nice.
But this is the thing, right? They got a decent start. They could not convert it into a big game, so that is something they should be worried about. But let's see how they're going to pull this off. Because every time you're not going to get a squad wipe, right, in the early half of the game. But okay, they've got some decent points for themselves. And next shift to the circle, towards the southern side. MAKPEN and Pain would be interested. But look at how things are going to change for Astra Academy, SDMZ, Seal9. Even Savage eSports finding themselves outside. And what Apes is doing, they're just not engaging in any sort of fights right now. They're just keeping the numbers intact and they're just trying. Look at that rotation coming in, that long rotation coming in from the Apes still on foot without any vehicles. They just wanted to keep the numbers intact and carry as many players as they can to the final circle. They're eyeing a chicken over here. Let's see if they're going to pull that off or not.
Yeah, that is going to be the important part for them. But again, NAIKON, they were holding this depth from the longest time, and they are still here. They're still inside the circle. The circle is literally favoring them. But right now, Pain Gaming present towards western side of NAIKON. They have to be careful. On the other side, we can see, as just mentioned it earlier, Apes are moving inside the circle. Seal9 is going to dish out a lot of damage onto them. If we're talking about dish out damage, Mozart just doing the same thing. Spot out one player of Infinity eSports, dish out some amount of damage.
Well, yes, 3 players from NAIKON right now stationing themselves inside the circle, and they've got a decent ditch to play with. Some vehicles, they've made a decent cover for them, but how long is going to be the question for them now? And Savage eSports, their position is being challenged. This is NRC in action suddenly. Shots being taken on Pablo. He might just go down. He will. And these are shots coming in from the far off distance. And look at Savage eSports. Inferno hides, and this is constant pressure from Hazeen. The utilities are being used beautifully, but they need to use some utilities on their teammates as well. They need to smoke them up and just get the revive. Is it going to be possible? Let's find that out. But on one side, we've got Seal9 trying to pin down teams outside the circle. It's going to be difficult for them as well to enter, just like Astra Academy. And they've been caught out in the open. Case falling down to this DP from Hazeen, and he's got to hold this revive for his teammate now. That is out in the open without any smoke. What a risk are they taking? Okay, the smoke is there now. This is NRC taking control of the northern edges, and now we've got Seal9 closing in. This is what I was talking about. The problem was Seal9, and the question was, when are they going to arrive on the top ridge? And now they have. This is Senior holding an angle. Umbra with him. Inky and Monkey are closing as well, but the M249 trying to shut it down, takes down the top. This is Justly from NRC trying to chase things for his team. And Monkey just... Oh, he goes down to the M249 as well. Justly on such a low health, but does not stop his spray. Gets taken down instead. Umbra, the last player standing for Seal9. He's hurting a completely different team, but he's got to deal with the NRC on top of them.
Yeah, but NRC, the 2 players are still surviving on the other side. Seal9, only 1 player surviving, and then that is Amra behind the Dacia. On the other side, look at that. Riffus, he's just stealing that kill, and look at that secure 2 kills. And that's how you're going to react. That's how you're going to play if you're inside the circle. If I have a good cover, look at that. They're playing so good. Now, we still have 11 teams left, 29 players in the lobby. MAKPEN from a different angle, taking a fight from the players of Equinox. Amar stepping up and taking a fight with the team of... That's not good. You will fall down. On the other side, Astra Academy secured 7 kills, looking so strong as the MC falls down at 11th.
Well, SDMZ do fall down, but look at this. The next shift of the circle, just putting those ditches of NRC outside the circle. So both the players now finding it very difficult for themselves. Let's see how they're going to survive. But this is Pain. Miracle rushes in onto Apes. And finishes them!
What?
He finishes them! He finishes both the player in that single spray of M4.
Oh, yes.
Anand goes down. And then it was DENO also who had his role to play with the AKM, and they've got the pipe over here. What have they pulled off? Pain Gaming, you beauty. And they've just wiped off Apes who were trying so hard to station themselves. Even Miracle is down. Kudos to that Molly coming in from Infinity Esports. They are still here. Let's see what they are trying to do. And Sneaks goes down. He's got a shack to play with, some concrete cover for them. Even Leo is down. And they were already 3-man squad quite early. So just one guy standing for Infinity Esports as well. But on the other side of the map, Sanchez, he just holds on for his team. He's taking the second leg down from MAKPEN. Illusio, he's just so close to him, but they are able to wipe them down.
Yeah, they are able to wipe them down, as well as the revival is going to be there. But look at that. Pain Gaming, they are still stepping up. Secure 4-2. One player already got revived, but Momo keep on lobbing some utilities towards the players of Pain Gaming. Haven't found a single not yet after that one molly, and that's it. They're still fighting for an opportunity, still fighting for an opening. But on the other side, Astra Academy versus Savage, and this is looking so good because now, although he go down, Krita and Refuse, he's still there. Both the players are just fighting from a different angle. Hype's just keeping them busy, and he's doing a lot of job. Revival already being initiated.
Well, Astra Academy giving them a really tough fight over here. Savage Esports, they just got to keep their patience and they just got to hold up this position. They've got a concrete cover to play, but the problem is any minute a molly or a nade might be planted inside that shack, and they've got to be really, really cautious. And that is why you see them deploying players even outside, and they're going to get the dividends. Dawes is going to get a knock, and even Refuse gets spotted over here. Pablo gets spotted by Refuse. He goes down, and this is the wipe for two teams instantly. NRC go down with NRC go down with Astra Academy as well, and all this loot available for Savage Esports. We have seen them miss a chicken yesterday in the second Erangel. Can they convert this one? And that is going to be the question. And is Equinox going to allow them? They're playing 3-man squad for such a long time, and they've still got all the 3 players over here.
Oh!
Look at this nade!
It's done.
What a nade! Who was the player? Who was the player?
Momo.
That was MAKPEN Illusio. Wow, he got the vehicle damage with that nade. Elimination for the entire Pain Gaming, and what a work from our observers over there. The trajectory coming in for the nade. Wow, amazing. And these are more players going down. Equinox going down over here. That was East, I believe, who was just that was Airline who just pulled out of that vehicle over there.
You know what, MAKPEN, they just you know what, they're just sitting towards the edge of the circle, and they're still finding some players who are just running inside the zone, just driving their vehicle inside the zone and just punishing them so bad. And look at that, Hershey with his AUG just gonna knock Archer. Dog's the final player surviving from the side of Equinox. The revival is going to be difficult. Pasta just gonna steal that kill. No, this out a lot of damage. Is it possible? I don't think so, because they have a good cover on the other side. Struggle from the side of Dexter. Dexter from the side of Struggle, he's still there.
They are writing a comeback story. MAKPEN, the team from Bhutan right now. 9 kills already for them. They've got 3 players standing, and this is the day of comebacks, right?
Yeah.
We were talking a lot about Bear. They got 5 kills in the early game, but now 9 kills, and they're still standing inside the final circle. MAKPEN just trying to rewrite the overall leaderboards over there by the end of the game. Let's see if they're going to be successful or not, because Equinox have closed into the space where Pain were. Can Illusio just plant a similar nade once again, and this can be the end for Equinox? But now, even they got to move because the strength of the circle has started already. They're placing themselves just towards that airdrop outside. And Momo is definitely going to spot these players of Equinox now. DOK, he's just cooking up a nade very close and takes down Momo this time with that nade. So Illusio and Pasta under pressure. The 2 lads from Equinox are now closing in on them, and Momo would be converted as a point by that follow-up nade.
Look at that, Archer is going to lob another grenade inside that smoke, but now that is not going to be the case. You're not going to find another knock, but this situation in the favor of Savage, because all the 4 players are alive from the side of Savage. On the other side, MAKPEN and Equinox looking 2-man strong. 8 players are still there. 7 circles still closing it, but Equinox, they have to move inside the circle. 20 meters far away from the circle. Archer, look at that. He received a lot of damage from the blue. Now they're just moving towards the circle. They have pretty decent cover of that airdrop, but Illusio, his position is going to be the X factor for them.
Yesterday, Savage Esports were in a similar situation, right, with 4 players. But somehow they missed out on the chicken. The question is, are they going to miss out on consecutive days in Erangel? I believe it was the last game itself, but Pasta! So close to get smoked up completely over there with that nade. He's going to move away from the buggy because that is giving them a target, a crosshair to hit. And now, DOK gets eliminated. Kudos to that smoke that has been popped up by Illusio. He falls down to the casualties over there, but this nade stationed so close to Lucio. He's going to take him down. Archer, but this is all giving an opportunity to Savage Esports. They're listening, they're reading the kill feed and listening to the shots being taken. They have the exact sound cues where to hit faster. He's been hit by Savage Esports coming in from behind, and Archer, the final player standing in front of them, he would go down as well. And oh, he takes no one down. Is he going to get the point? Yes! Takes a bonus point for himself. 1v3 situation now instead of a 1v4. Let's see if Archer can just steal this chicken yet again from Savage Esports.
Okay, love that one grenade and a lot of shots being fired towards his side. Look at that grenade dishing out a lot of damage. Archer is still there. Popped another grenade. Hypes. Oh, he received some amount of damage, Trooper.
On the other side of the buggy, that is what saves him over there. But still a 3v1 situation. Let's see. Is he going to pull this off? Oh, almost cuts that Nake. The situation would have changed completely had he got that knock. But now the blue is also going to give him some damage. He's popping the first hit, but I don't think it's going to be able to. He's going to fall down. No. Yes, he falls down to the play zone. He falls down to the play zone in this 1v3 situation. So excellent pressure created by Savage Esports over there. And they are getting the chicken dinner, which they missed in the last Erangel. A 9-kill chicken dinner that is going to station them right on top. Hashtag 1 out of the 16 teams over here. And you see the shuffle? Just one chicken changing the entire overall standings over there. Wow, amazing.
Now they are on the floor.
Everyone is under pressure. No one is so far away that they cannot be toppled from the hashtag 1 position, and clear statements coming in from a lot of team. Even Bear had a statement to give. MAKPEN, they got a very decent game. That is exactly what they were even looking for. But who is going to be the MVP? And the answer is Lucio. What an amazing nade that was. The vibe on the entire team of Pain Gaming. He's got 7 kills in the total, 850 damage, 2 assists for his team. And look at the healing done as well. He's been part of so many fights out there. And MAKPEN, they've been really, really amazing in this game.
They certainly were really amazing, but let's take a look at the top players from this match. Look at that, 2 players got featured in the top players from the side of Astra Academy, Rifus and Frida. Both the players secured 5 and 3 kills respectively. Rifus just shot 559 damage, and the kill to damage ratio is perfect.
Well, it is. And look at the collective effort coming in from the lads of Astra Academy. They're looking to move towards the right direction, and it was sort of a comeback for them as well. So really good Erangel game for a lot of teams out here. Lucio getting 7 for himself, the highest damage as well. But look at Savage Esports Ligro getting 2 assists for his team. DOK using 15 utilities up. They lost a teammate quite early, but they managed to get inside the final circle even after that.
Yes, and that is the most important part, as you just mentioned it earlier, Trooper. But again, Savage secured a second dinner. Now they are on the top. Beer on the other side secure only 5 points. Teams like MAKPEN, they were looking so confident. Infinity,
even they were looking good.
Yeah, in fact, from the previous day, if we're going to compare their game, the previous Erangels and today's Erangel, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, certainly. And now it's time to have a look at the match rankings over here. And remember, we were talking about a comeback strike. So look at this page. We've already got MAKPEN, Astra Academy, and Infinity Esports and Bear. So 4 teams that are sort of trying to make a comeback today. Have got decent matches over here. MAKPEN getting 20. They're going to significantly improve their stance on the overall standings with that. Even Astra Academy with 13 are looking good. Infinity Esports, they did get a start. 6 points for them, but 5 kills in the total. That is what they could get in 4 matches yesterday. So they're moving in the right direction. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, we have the second page of the match ranking. NRC on the 9th position secured only 5 points. C9 Esports on the 10th with only 4 total points. But Apes, another bad game for Apes, secured only 3 points. But NAIKON and Victor Gaming haven't secured a single point, Trooper.
Well, yes, Victor Gaming without any point. And this is what happens, right? You get one good day, you got to carry the momentum. And let's see how Victor Gaming are going to respond in the upcoming game. But this game, no points whatsoever for them. But now it's time to have a look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments, ladies and gentlemen, where we're going to witness the highlights of this game. And some amazing action upcoming right from the start, where Bears just engraved this cobweb around the team of Opex and eliminated them. It is a very nice team, right? Opex got a chicken yesterday, but today missing out in this game quite early, and this was brilliance coming in from Team Bear. I was really expecting a lot from them, but they could not carry the momentum inside the mid game as well.
And it was Steel 9 who punished them so hard, but at the end, Victor Gaming this was the moment when Infinity Esports punished them perfectly. They have a good control of that one inbound. Then they continue their journey towards the zone. But NRC, Shusti was looking so good with his M249. In fact, knocked out a lot of players. But at the end, it was all came down to that one single player from scene line. And he controlled the situation perfectly.
Yeah, even in RC were looking decent, right? With their M249 going against Astra Academy and over there, and a scene line over there, they were looking confident. But this is the moment when Pain Gaming were eliminated with that nade, and MAKPEN also just rushed in and shut down Infinity Esports. They were trying desperately to survive, but losing a player early did not help their cause. And this is the moment, yes. What an amazing nade, and just the vehicle blowing and 3 players very close to it. They just go down to that nade, and amazing utilities being used in the overall map. Look at Dioki, how he was the highest utility user in the game. He got 15, and even when he was getting eliminated, he popped in a smoke close to him. So, yep, it's a decent game coming in, and Archer carrying his team inside the second circle, inside the final circle. It was a really decent performance coming in from them. But this is how the total damage graph looks, and look at the number of teams who've just reached about the 1,000 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams reaching about 1,000 mark, and even Team Bear with 926 damage. I'm going to consider
Pretty
them.
close.
Considering the fact that they got eliminated in the mid game. So the highest damage definitely goes for the Chicken Dinner team, that is Savage Esports. They got 9 kills for themselves, but MAKPEN got the highest kills out of the game.
Despite of the fact teams literally dished out a lot of damage, but SDMC, look at that, 734 damage and secured 0 kill, haven't secured a single kill, so that's the heartbreaking part. And we saw that players from the side of MAKPEN as well as Struggle, they just trying their level best to steal some kill, and as well as Astra Academy.
Well, certainly. That is how expensive a kill can get sometimes. 734 damage. You got to even give that much out. But that's a sad story. That's a sad story in itself. Yeah. But now it's time to have a look at the overall ranking, where some of the teams are writing a comeback story for themselves. Look at the green marks: Savage Esports, Equinox, Struggle, and MAKPEN, with that amazing performance, now feature themselves on the page number 1. There's not a big gap that Savage Esports have created for themselves, but yes, for now, after match number 5, they are here on the #1 position.
You know, it all matters if you're in the top. It doesn't matter how much lead, like how much points of lead do you have, but it all comes down to you're on the safest spot. Now, Pain Gaming as well as C9 Esports, they just dropped down to the 3rd and 4th place, position respectively. SDMC on the 7th with 42 points. Victor Gaming on the 8th, still on the first page of the leaderboard, but how many points? At which position we are?
A chicken in the next game can change the story for any team. Yes, certainly that is going to be something to watch out for. But Bear have also got a start for them. 25 points now looks decent. Let's see what they're going to do in the next games. NRC have dropped down to the 9th position. Now this is going to be something for them, a reality check at this point. They need to just go back to what they were doing yesterday. Make sure to get players inside the final circles, and let's see if they're going to pull that off or not. 41 points in the total for them. With Opex eliminated early with the Chicken Dinner on 10th position. Let's see. It's going to be a very important game of Miramar, considering the fact that they got the chicken in Miramar yesterday.
Let's talk about Opex. As you just mentioned, the second map is going to be Miramar. They secured the chicken dinner in the previous Miramar. 17 placement points, and you'll get 15 placement points if you're going to get the chicken dinner. 2 placement points being secured by RGC Opex from last 4 matches, and this is not a good number, Trooper. You have to work on that. You have to work on those placement, but despite the fact your kill points is kind of still, you know, it's still good. It's not that amazing, but 17, it's a decent number.
Well, it is. But Astra Academy also getting a start for themselves. Even Infinity Esports touching the double digit over here. So amazing comeback stories being written. But just like you mentioned, RGC Opex just getting 2 points from the remaining 4 matches. That is going to be something for them to work out. And then if Miramar is their strong suit, I would say just go for the chicken in this game as well, because you're not getting good Erangel games, right? And this is what we talked yesterday before the show, that you need to get good Erangel matches. Out of the 16, you've got 8 Erangel matches to play.
Yep, you have 8 Erangel matches to play and 4 Miramar, 4 Sanhok. That's going to be the different story. But again, the next match is going to be Miramar. We have high hopes that Opex is going to perform well and they'll secure another chicken dinner today. But kudos to Savage on the top. Pain Gaming still secured 10 total points from this match.
Well, certainly they did. But there are a lot of teams that are writing a comeback story over here. MAKPEN is writing an amazing comeback story for themselves. But we're going to keep a close eye on all these teams. Infinity Esports, what Astra Academy is also going to do in the Miramar game. But that game is going to be played on the other side of this very short break. Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Wook up your fun and we are really wooked up here, Trooper and Phoenix over here after this opening Erangel because a lot of teams are writing a comeback story and that is exactly what we anticipated for the day number 2.
A lot of teams are writing a comeback story as well as a lot of teams were using those utilities perfectly. We saw a lot of frag grenade skill as well as smokes being used in the previous match, but let's see how these teams are going to perform in this Miramar map.
Well, all important Miramar game incoming, and look at the flight path. It's already here from Prison to Torea, Humada, and a lot of cities that are going to be accessible, and a slight western and northern tilt on this plane path. So it's going to be easier for teams to move towards the areas of El Pozo, La Cobreria, and the northern cities are also going to come into the equation. Cities like Campo Letar, Terra, Bronca, Lazar. We haven't seen any team drop that far towards the northeast side, but considering this plane path, let's see if the alternate drops are going to come into the equation because Los Leonos, Impala, Porte Horacio look far away.
Yeah, they are looking pretty far. But you know what, Trooper, from last 2 days, I think so, circle in the Miramar just the final circle just formed towards the junkyard area, pretty close to the graveyard junkyard. So this is going to be the most important point. If the circle just going to form towards the eastern side of the map, so junkyard, you have to look out for that location. La Bendita, it's going to be an important part because of those ridges as well as those huge mountains. Now, San Martin. If I talk about yesterday, we saw an early fight in the San Martin, and I'm still looking out for that. On the other side, struggle. Look at that. They're just heading towards the southeastern side of the map, and they're going for that split formation and just going to loot out those individual compounds.
Well, certainly they are. Look at NAIKON. They've got some company over there inside the areas of San Martin. They've got one more parachute just floating over the city. Might just be the team has noticed NAIKON drop them and maybe move towards those scattered compounds, or no, they've landed on the northern part of the road over there. But look at this. Opex, they're also finding themselves in a decent spot towards the west side of the city of Los Leonos. DENO looting up the entire city of Chumacero alone. Struggle are on their way. They're looting up split compounds. But what do we have here inside San Martin? Look at this. This is NAIKON and they've got neighbors. SDMZ. 3v4 situation already.
In the favor of SDMs, basically.
Yeah.
But
imagine SGMG, right? They would have spotted 3 parachutes and they were like, okay, 3 are here. Where's the 4th?
Okay, so now, like, there are 2 scenarios. It's going to be pain, maybe. You know, they're just thinking about this. It's going to be pain. They just drop down with a 3, or maybe a different squad. The one player just got pretty far away, just went pretty far away. But now SDMC, it all comes down to the loadout as well as the height advantage in San Martin.
Well, it is going to come down to that. And SDMG, I think they even played the game, Miramar game yesterday, so they might just have that idea that this can be NAIKON, because yesterday as well they dropped towards this area. So they definitely were anticipating them. So can be something to watch out for. But now they're retreating from the city towards the Hacienda.
Golden Mirado.
Okay, so you're suggesting they're just retreating for the Mirado?
Basically disengaging from the fight, they're just not looking out for that early fight. But, you know, Golden Mirado is going to be a viable option.
But just the 3-minute mark and they've already left the city. This is the last player, Psycho, who's just on the outskirts of the city right now. And as soon as he leaves the limits over here, he's giving damage to the vehicle.
Hey. Do you want to rotate? Yes. Do you have a vehicle? Yes. What about the tires?
No more. And he's using a suppressor on that.
Yes,
okay.
That's a cheeky move, Trooper. He's the sneaky man.
Well, yes. But now towards El Pozo. What do we have here? Astra Academy just looting up silently. Cage has already got an M249 for him. Well, let's see how the things are going to shape up for this team as well. They have started to get some points in their tally. That's going to be really, really important for them. But this game is going to set up the pace for a lot of teams. So the opener was really important. Yes, 4 or 5 teams have sort of started in the right direction. But this is the game that is going to change and cement their comeback. Can they get back-to-back good matches? Or it was just a one-match thing that they pulled off over there? Maybe in the 3rd game, if you miss out, you have an outside chance, or not even then, you might just fall down in 2 back-to-back matches. So just, if you want to cement your position, be the contender for that #1 position.
Yes.
You gotta come back in this game because it's not a big, lengthy tournament. You're not going to play 45 matches for 24 days. No. You're going to play just 16 matches, 4 days, and this is the second. Already game number 6 in progress. And by the end of the day, you would have done 50% of the regional finale.
That is where things get interesting, right? Because like after this day, you have only 8 matches. You can count those matches on your fingers. Like that's the most important part. Now struggle. If we talk about this team, they had a decent outing yesterday. That's not the case today, but let's see how they're going to perform today. Because okay, still have 3 games left. Struggle. They are so good with their placement every single time whenever they hold a compound, or we can say a ridge. They're so good with that. But on the other side, whenever they face a team, it all comes down to that 4v4 situation. If your 1v1 skills are decent, you should be prepared for those 1v3 and 1v2. Anything can happen. Anything can any player can do like amazing stuff. And if you're talking about amazing stuff, look at that RGC DENO again. Still focusing on those rotations in a very early stage of the match. That's the best part. Early rotations is going to help you a lot.
Yeah, we watched them loot up the city of Chumasera, right? And they're just moving towards the outskirts of the city. This is the church just outside Chumasera, and nearby compounds that they're controlling right now towards the northern side as well. So it's going to be a decent spot for them in the circle. But now the first circle is closing in already. 6-minute mark, and the only shots that we have witnessed so far are on those poor tires in San Martin. But now,
you want some more? You have it.
This is NAIKON from San Martin, right?
Yeah.
They've just moved in towards the power grid area, this compound that has got some concrete unfinished buildings. That is where they have stationed themselves as their first halt location. But what they don't know is they've got a neighbor. An old neighbor who does not make a lot of noises out there. He just patiently waits and beats you down and backstabs you if you give him an opportunity. This is not a good neighbor to have, right? Miracle, we have seen what he can pull off. In the last game as well, he was having some amazing kills for himself.
Look at that. This observing is so, like, tremendous.
Tremendous, yes.
We have some windmills inside the compound, and Miracle just holding a ban. He's just hiding his head. Just covering his face at this moment. Like, I'm not here. He has a Scarl. Okay, so this is a decent loadout. Look at that. Level 3 base, level 2 helmet, and a Scarl and bandages. Now, he has no other big health utilities, but still, he's just being silent. And look at that. The cover is already here. Pain Gaming, the other 2 members are closing in the distance.
Well, yes. They're already a 3-man team, right? They cannot...
It's a 3 versus 3 situation.
Yeah, it's a 3 versus 3 situation, both of them. Oh, the golden Mirado! Shots being taken on it. Sam goes down. Fool also takes some damage. Muzad has picked up a different fight altogether. But Devo is also here, so NAIKON engaging with fights with 2 teams at the same time.
Never ever want these type of situation, but if you're just working out in your favor, that's the best thing. Leo on the other side receives some amount of damage, applying some bandages. Now look at that, their player Mozart on a roll, on a flank angle, but Opti punishes top and sit him down behind the rock. But you have to be careful because Miracle, he has good location. Miracle receives some amount of damage. He already compromised his position. Lob one volley and Star will fall down. Opti is perfectly utilizing his midi 14.
This is what happens if you're going to engage with 2 teams in the vicinity.
Burned him alive.
Burned him. Burned him alive. Wow. Now, let's see what Pain have got for themselves. They've already got 1 kill. Even SDMZ have regrouped, but the problem is Muzad is concentrated towards SDMZ. His teammate has just been eliminated out of the 3-man team. One of them eliminated, and Muzad was dealing with a completely different team. It's a big investment that they have done of their time over here on SDMZ, and for that they've paid a big price as a teammate. Now, how are they going to deal with this? Because look at that. If you look at the map over there, you've got Pain just lurking around where Logi is. So he's also under pressure right now. If he gets spotted and gets knocked down, it's completely impossible for Mozart to pull a revive on him. And he himself is in a 1v4 situation. What if Psycho gets a peek at him and takes him down? What is going to happen to Mozart? Or Debo can even find him as well.
Demo is on a very good position right now. Altitude, that's going to be the important part. But Psycho on top of the roof. Now he's safe, but I don't think so from every single angle. He is just vulnerable from the western side, or we can say from his right hand side. So you have to be careful now. SDMC Sam, look at that. His helmet is 99% damage. So he needed one level 1 or level 2 or level 3 fresh helmet. But right now they are inside circle. They can literally wait for how long they can. But circle again, it's going to play an important role.
They don't have an idea where Mozart is, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so that is going to be something for them to watch out for. But Leoge, he also needs to make an escape from that situation where he's finding himself right now. He's perfectly sandwiched between SDMZ and Pain Gaming. Oh, Mozart creates an opening. Can he get the second one? He just tries to complete the kill. Victor Gaming rotating in the backdrops over there. They're going to take that out. Eddie might just go down here. Oh, he survived somehow from Mozart. Mozart getting shots from Sam now. He's out in the open with a 6-6 and shots coming in from the right hand side as well. This is Victor Gaming Berlin who spotted him, and the kill has been stolen successfully by Sam over here. So there's a completely other team that comes into the equation. The fight that Mozart started is now being executed between Victor Gaming and SDMZ.
Oh, NAIKON not looking good, haven't secured a single kill and lost 2 players. SDMZ on the other side, Sam stole that kill perfectly and now he has one, but they were just being surrounded by 2 teams. Pain Gaming on top, Victor Gaming in the front lines, and now they're closing in the distance, so this is going to be important. Damage on the inside, they are looking out for some kills, and SDMZ, they got pinched down inside these compounds. Damage is going to use one molly, and Sam, look at that, Infinity Esports taking a fight against the players of Beer. This is going a different fight in a different location.
Well,
Same map.
This is the chaos we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because the teams are under pressure. They're all looking to make an impact. Victor Gaming trying to gather some points out of this fight. And Leoge will have to play the waiting survival game now because he's lost already his 2 teammates in this game. Just 62 players started this game and Team NAIKON somehow have lost their 2 teammates already. And now, let's see how they're going to deal with this. But now, Victor Gaming in this situation. The 4th player, Berlin, has still got a flank position. He's got a good ridge to play over there. And let's see how they're going to deal with this. But this is utility. Oh, it's going to hurt
Perfect.
Minoris, but he heard the sound cue in time. Just gets away from it. There's a team that is taking shots and even Miracle as well. So even there's one more team that we don't know of inside this very area. Just towards the northern part of Mercado, where these compounds are. Victor Gaming. They were not here, right?
Yes. They
And
were not here,
suddenly-
they just rotated.
They're trying to dominate things. Now Berlin under pressure. Okay, it was Berlin
Yeah.
who was taking shots. And now the close-in is here. Warzone, he's trying to pin down these 2 players on the ground floor. SDMZ. They're trying to get the knock over here. Let's see how the take is going to turn out. What a beautiful angle with that AK red dot, but the nade is going to take him down from full. So it's a trade that has been taken somehow. Now Benoris, he's going to be under pressure because Berlin is already in a flank position. They're already a 3v4 situation inside the compound. And Eddie is closing with this M762. Benoris very low on health. The first hit is going to get popped, but is he going to be substantial amount of time for himself? No, it's not going to be the M762.
Berlin!
It's going to hurt him. And Berlin goes down as well. This is Victor Gaming going down in back-to-back matches. They had an amazing run yesterday, this team. We were talking about them, but now disaster hits them in back-to-back matches. And this is Pain Gaming, you beauty, still holding on to the top ridges over here and hurting whatever they can find. They've already got... Oh, even NAIKON gets
Infinity.
spotted. That is Infinity Esports getting a kill for themselves.
Wow.
Leoge gets spotted by them. This is but Pain Gaming. What are they doing? They hurt Berlin. Now they're hurting SDMZ.
Yeah, let's break out this fight, Trooper.
Yeah.
Okay, so NAIKON, they were fighting against these 2 teams, Pain Gaming as well as we saw SDMC. At that situation, NAIKON, they got punished so hard. And then Victor Gaming closed in towards the compound. They were engaging with the team of SDMC, and then Berlin, who was providing a cover to his teammates as well as he was engaging with Opti. On the other side, Opti punished him so hard at that moment, every single player of Victor Gaming got eliminated. And Leogi, when he was towards the back lines, he was thinking that he's safe. Then his kill got confirmed by White from the side of Infinity Gaming. So this is chaotic.
Yes, this is really chaotic. And the initiator of the fight was Mozart.
One more.
Mozart himself.
Mozart himself.
Well,
Star got picked off at the first position.
Well, certainly he did. But now it's Pain Gaming. They've got to make and step their toe inside the circle. Is going to be very important for them. But SDMZ somehow they have managed to keep all their 4 players standing in this situation, and the smokes being deployed for the coup to be taken out of that situation. Let's see. It's a very, very tedious task that he needs to complete. And is he going to get picked off over there? No. The back reverse gears have been applied on the coup, and it's under some cover. But look at Astra. It can be in a completely different fight. Taking down Fantastic. He's been eliminated out of the game. So DENO coming in from Chimasera have already lost their first player, and Astra Academy coming in from Porto. They're looking good already.
Rip is just going to secure another for his team. 2 kills secured by Astra Academy. They're moving inside the circle. On the other side, DENO lost 2 without securing a single kill. Now this is not looking good for them. We lost 2 players, 2 teams in the lobby. Miracle, look at that.
2 shots, 2 tires gone.
Yeah, you know, that's how you're going to utilize this Mini 14. But Opti and Miracle, both the players are using this combination, M416 and a Mini 14, as well as Miracle is also using the same combination. Who is just going to fire a lot of shots, connected 1 bullet, dished out 17 damage, but Miracle, his scoop is so fast.
Well, he is. It's the fastest vehicle in the game. And look at that, the way they are carrying those vehicles. Oh, now the group tire is visible. Oh, now it is not. So the van is getting some shots as well. But Ghosty goes down from DENO as well, and Infinity have picked up another fight for themselves. So multiple fight erupting just inside the mid game over here. So you can see that sense of urgency now developing in these teams. They want to change their stances on the overall standing. Very, very important for them, and that is why you see them pick up some pace. They're not just waiting for the final circles now. They want to change things how they are happening, and that is why engaging in this mid game fights.
Archie was so in a hurry, and now he got knocked out from a moving vehicle. We can say Savage Esports, 1 player got knocked out. Now the revival is going to be there, but it's going to be important for him to survive for so long, because if you have all the 4 players deploying in the final circle, then the chances of securing a second dinner is so good. We saw the same thing in the previous match, Trooper, but look at that. NRT up against the players of Pain, knocked out to only 1 single player surviving, and that is going to be Miracle, and this is going to be important for Pain to survive. Till long, and Opti, his skill has been secured by Ligro with that M24 shot.
Well, Savage Esports are giving a really hard time to them. Even NRC are into the vicinity. DENO falls down to those shots coming in for them from the side of Leo over there. So it's going to be something interesting how they're dealing. They're gatekeeping a lot of teams.
Yeah.
They're gatekeeping a lot of teams right now. They found Astra Academy out in the open. There are more teams inside the vicinity. We've got Seal9 that they can hurt, and they're not allowing an easy passage through this rally from the southwest edge, and they're hurting anything that they can find right now. Look at that. Prone outside hurting vehicles. He knows that vehicles are going to be key thing in this gatekeep as the 4th circle has started closing in. We have got Opex, we have got Seal9, we have got Astra Academy, and all these teams are in a very tough spot right now, and they're also fighting against each other. You got to realize the bigger problem in the situation. You got to keep the vehicles intact.
Yup, and right now NK on the other side using his Mini 14 perfectly secure 1 kill, and that's the only kill this team secured. They are 50 meters far away from the safe zone. Look at that, a lot of teams in the vicinity. Infinity Esports, the way they are playing is so good. Already secured 1 kill, but still gatekeeping for a lot of teams. And now Alan just gonna burst out the vehicle of White, and he got killed. This is not the way they want. This is not the way they just want to engage in a fight. But on the other side, Pain Gaming, they're still surviving with that 1 lad. Sneaks just cooked that 1 grenade. That was an overcooked grenade. Now he's just being surrounded by a lot of teams. Spotted out 1 player, just gonna take down Unknown, keep on spraying and dished out a lot of damage onto another player.
Well, he's going to complete Elon's skill over there. So some points here for Infinity Esports to take. They've already lost a player. They've just got 2 kills in that alley right now. They need big numbers, and they're gatekeeping a lot of teams right now who have just sort of drifted away from the situation. Leo is going down with the snake now.
Perfect.
He goes down, blown away by Toxin. So Sancher is going to be under pressure with the teammate Sneaks. Let's see how they're going to deal with this. And this is just the end coming in for Leo over there.
Yeah, on the other side, Dexter, look at that, engaging with the players of Astra Academy. Hunter barely surviving from that frag grenade, dropped down to only 40. Now, just stealing himself up, and look at that, using a vehicle inside the smoke so that you can take, easily spot out the players. But Hunter, he got punished from a different angle. Seal9 Inky, his 7762 is so good, secure that kill. Seal9 with 3.
for the last 3 to 4 minutes, we have just been concentrated towards this southern part. So much clusters over here. And Sanchez Nade now hurting SDMZ, who are trying to make their way from that compound, but we saw them towards the side of Picardo. And now
bandages.
he's got a lot of bandages because he's not got any other forms of meds, right? So he's just relying on the bandages over here. Let's see. Oh, that was a very good follow-up nade, but not getting any good results with it. Sam goes down now. Sanchez pretty low. Just put some first aid first. Let's see. Poole just trying to commit himself into the equation. He gets picked off. That is the end for Infinity Esports as well. But I think when he got those initial shots, he should have found a little bit cover and applied those first aids. He's just being a little bit over-aggressive over here, and that is hurting them. But on the other side, C9 have managed their way inside the circle, and they're hurting teams on the edges now. We've got Struggle very close to those warehouses over there. Let's see how this fight picks off.
Trooper, you know what? Like, this is the most important thing. I just keep on mentioning that you have to heal yourself up. You need that first aid kit. And he has no first aid kit, and that's the best part. And he was like hopeless at that moment. He got picked off. Astra Academy, look at that. Eliminated at the 30. Secure 2 on 2 points. And Enki using that M762 on the 6 times. Just gonna lob that 1 grenade. Apes stepping up. I literally love that up against the players of Equinox, and South eSports find themselves on the receiving edge. Crimes is gonna lock out another players of Equinox. Airline on the receiving edge.
And they backstabbed them just outside the circle. So they were just trying to make spaces inside the circle. They were so much concentrated towards the circle that they did not realize that backstab incoming. But now, Apes coming on the slope. They're getting spotted from the far side from Team Struggle. They're hurting them now. Rogue and Zebo, they're going to be under pressure. Their teammates has been picked up just now. But are they going to deploy the smokes? Are they going to help him or station themselves? The second player for Apes is down as well. NRC on the other side also losing some players. They've got some regrouping to do. This is towards the northern edge of the circle that we have clearly not looked a lot in this game. 21st minute mark already. NRC regrouping. MAKPEN setting their foot inside the circle. They've got a lower risk to play, but on the backhand side of MAKPEN, the backlines, the Bear are controlling that compound, and the shots are being taken. Look at that. Shots coming in. MAKPEN going down, and Mare's nade also hurting them. This is a sandwich situation for MAKPEN. They've got enemies on either direction. Just one last player remaining who's just not moved into this rotation. So all the 3 players who moved in have been pulled down.
Yep, they got knocked out. And Momo, look at that, bleeding out so fast. So strong on the other side. Look at that, Luzo. He knocked out that one player. Srishti still waiting. Still has a good cover. Now they have to deal with that final play. Will Lang from the side of MAKPEN. He spots him out. Now he's just going to cook that one grenade. This grenade can decide the future for MAKPEN, and he's just going to live up for another because he's just on the ground floor. Just going to pop out another smoke. But NRC, you have to revive your teammate first, and look at that! He was just thrown down, and now
the play zone comes in.
Play zone just gonna take down Srishti. It's only come down to Hazeen.
Wow, it's only comes down to Hazeen, and it's not a good thing for them. Is he going to get inside the circle? He might just. He's gonna press that first button very quickly. No, he's not able to. Srishti goes out eventually, and Sam is getting picked off by RGC DENO, who somehow have stationed themselves inside a compound. They've got concrete cover to play. DENO, they were losing players, but the compound they chose, the duo that compound they chose, is now inside the circle. Look at from the southern edges of the circle. This is another team, that is C9, that is trying to enter over there, and they've already stationed themselves on a decent spot on those ridges. And in the backside, Toxin gets picked off. That is the elimination for Opex.
That is the elimination for Opex, but SDMZ Sam has a domination title on top of his name. C9 eSports secure 4 kill. RGC Opex at the 10th now. Look at that. C9 secure 4 kills. They have a good cover. They're inside the circle. NRC Hazeen is still surviving inside the smoke cloud. Sensor spots him out. Just plays some random bullets. Hazeen will fall down. And who secured its kill? It's going to be Sen or NRC at the 9 with 5 total kill points. Secure total of 6 total points from this game.
How difficult it is for teams that were playing good yesterday to get some points. Victor Gaming, back-to-back failures. NRC just getting 6 points out of this game. Equinox, they have been not looking that impressive today. Just the Erangel, they got the final circle. But yes, even in this game, they're already out of the equation. Let's see how these teams are going to deny them an easy comeback over here. But Apes holding on to that compound. Struggle Clan, look at the utilities they're deploying towards C-Line. They're eyeing a chicken desperately. They're being so active over here. Let's see what they're going to pull off. And C9 have got a decent ridge to play. Look at the layers of the ridges in this Miramar terrain towards this side. And C9 have picked up the perfect spot for themselves. They're not on the edge. They've got a centrish position to play with, and they can control the teams inside the compound as well. I'm talking about DENO and Apes. The next shift of the circle, the 7 circle, is going to be very, very crucial. All they got to do is deploy a player and make sure that they don't get backstabbed from the team of Struggle Clan, and that is what is Amra's responsibility right now.
He's going to change a lot of things for Struggle. Look at that. Next is slightly close again. The distance so close to Sabu. He just got thrown down. He might punish him. And yes, he did the same thing. On the other side, Erangel will fall down. Habs is going to secure that one knock of SDMZ Fool with that 100, and Apes Sabu is going to secure that one kill. Now Struggle just brought down to only one player because another player, he got knocked out. Sam from a different angle, punishing the players of C-Line. Is going to burst out that monkey. You have to secure your kill, or you have to be in a safer side while you're overexposing yourself. But Struggle Kenza will fall down. C9 eSports with one lad who's on very low HP. Erangel slowly steady losing out his HP, and now Struggle just gonna eliminate one team or not. C9 still surviving 2 players.
Well, they are. This is SDMZ's intervention from the backlines that has hurt them. Hypes is also there, so they got to keep a really close eye on this backstab that is possible from the sides of Hypes as well. They were doing a pretty decent job on holding on to Struggle Clan over there, but they are down. No, the next player goes down. Munke is the last guy standing. Pressure on scene line. The compound is still inside the circle, but the next shift of the circle just moves slightly towards the northern side, where that airdrop is. No significant cover to play with for all these 7 teams. It's going to be very difficult. How are they going to play this circle now? Are they going to deploy vehicles? But when is the timing appropriate to do that? That is also going to be something to watch out for, because there are still teams waiting with concrete covers outside. They're trying to make their way towards the circle. The smokes have already been started to deploy. Hype, these are the pressures. Siri goes down as well, and look at that. DENO, they've been eliminated out of the lobby by the Apes.
But Bear, that one lad, I mean, he is still surviving. He is still there for his team. C-Line eSports, RGC, DENO on the, they takes an exit at the 7th position, but C-Line eSports received a lot of damage, just still surviving 2 players every single time. Whenever they got a knock, whenever they receive a knock, every single time there's only 2 players. But as I just mentioned earlier, Savage eSports is going to dish out a lot of damage, and they literally eliminated one team. And Siri on the other side, he will take an exit from the lobby. C-Line in key on Rampage, secured 5 kills, just going to secure another high to very low HP with his mini 14. Perfect shot getting.
Definitely, and now Bear go down on the hashtag 3 position. This is exactly what was needed for Bear. They've carried themselves inside the final circle. And look at this, the Apes surviving still over here. Zod is only the player. Zebu, the only player right now. And we've got 3 players standing from Seal Line. The chicken dinner is definitely Seal Lines for the taking from this side onwards now. But Zebu is doing a heal battle over there. He's doing a heal battle.
How much heal does he have? How much first aids? That's going to be the question. Okay, he's out.
I don't think he can have any amount of first aids. Even if he's got 15, this is just the 7th circle closing in. So they're going to be still there. They're going to be still finding him. And maybe in a few minutes, they're going to have an idea where they are right now. But 27th minute, we've got a heal battle situation. And Seal Line, they've already done the good work. Look at the ridge that they've been controlling. And the most important part, the way they stopped Struggle Clan.
Yes.
There was a time when Struggle Clan was trying to deploy 2 players right on the top grounds where they were holding up, and eventually the heal battle goes down. But really an amazing game coming in from C-Line. It all comes down to the situation where they controlled the backstab from SDMZ. When one of the lads went down, they stopped Struggle Clan. Amra had a very good responsibility over there. He made sure to station himself in that position. And with this chicken dinner, now C-Line are the new arrival on the hashtag 1 out of 16. So with every single game, we get a new team who gets a chicken dinner, and they become the team on the hashtag 1 position. So that clearly tells you there's no team that is comfortably putting themselves on the podium for a very long time. Everyone is challenged in the very next game.
You're not safe if you're on the top. That's the case. That's the story for now with the South Asia Wildcard Regional Finals. But now we talk about the MVP of this match. It is going to be Inky, because he was playing phenomenal. He was on the rampage, secured 6 kills, as well as look at that, 1 assist. to his teammates.
Well, yes, 1 assist for his teammates and 6 kills. Inky, he's been the architect for this chicken dinner, and they've been so impressive during the late mid-game. Remember, it was Infinity Esports who was pinning them down, gatekeeping, not allowing them to enter, and they had unfriendly neighbors to deal with. Astra Academy was over there. There was Opex who were there, and they fought their way inside. They got all the 4 players inside the final circle, and that was the most important thing. They got a centrish Ridge to play. They cleared their backlines. Even they got backstabbed at multiple times, but they made sure to keep the numbers intact, use the utilities beautifully, and just make sure to eliminate opponents when it was important to. Now, let us have a look at the top players of the game.
Yeah, the top players. I'm still waiting for the top players, and we have the top players in front of us. Apes Rouge obviously is going to be there because he was being silent, man. He was still inside that one compound. Look at that, 721 damage being dished out of this one lad. But Dexter secured 4 kills, dished out 456 damage. On the other side, Eddie on the 3rd position secured 3 kills, dished out 613 damage. And Hypes from Savage Esports on the 5th secured 3. 522.
Well, certainly. Now it's time to have a look at the match summary over here. And Apes were the team that were missing out the comeback in the first game. So why did not come back in Miramar? But now, look at this. Maximum assist from Munke, DOK. Once again, the maximum utilities used. This guy loves to use utilities way too much. But yeah, that is a very important factor.
Yeah,
and
that is.
And it's a designated job for in teams for players. But White, with that highest, longest distance skill, he got eliminated quite early.
Yes, he got eliminated quite early, but he was using those SLRs perfectly. I still remember he secured that 1 kill from the side of NAIKON, and now we have the match ranking in front of us.
Well, yes, Apes have started their comeback with the team that is being constant over here in the 2 matches. That is Bear. They've made sure to get 13 points even in this game. It's a very important game for them. They got 5 earlier,
18
but
total.
now 18 points in 2 matches. A really good stance for them.
9-point average. Like
pretty
that's
decent. Pretty
that's literally decent. But let's take a look at the second page. Infinity Esports secured a lot of kill points, but that was not enough. Only 3 total points in their favor. Astra Academy, a bad game, and Pain Gaming finally on the second page of the match ranking. Yes.
Well, someone is happy watching them. I'll just let them know. But Astra Academy with 2 points. The comeback looks difficult for them. They're going to continue a good performance in Sanhok. But Infinity Esports, they were looking quite aggressive. A bit too much over aggressive, I would say. But only getting 3 points. But this has been their style, right? We cannot criticize them for being aggressive in a PUBG Mobile match because that is how they play. So let's see if they're going to be able to convert that or not.
It's very rare to watch Pain Gaming on second page with Victor Gaming again on the bottom. In the previous match, haven't secured a single. In this match, as well as the same picture. I'm not happy with that. Let's see how they're going to perform in the last final 2 matches. But we have the Oppo F19 Pro movement, a beautiful movement, just like the Oppo F19 Pro. And this was the start they were looking out for. But at the end, NAIKON, they got scattered.
They got scattered and they initiated a lot of fights and then they left. they
left the first position. The second, I think.
Obviously. But I'm worried about Victor Gaming. They're trying way too much right now, and it's not a good sign. They're going to go back to the basics, what they were doing yesterday. Yesterday, they were not pushing on teams, right?
Unnecessary fights.
Yes, exactly. And they could have just stationed themselves on the compound, try to control the early game. But now they're trying to change their stance completely. They're already aiming for that #1 position inside their head. So they got to do a reality check, come back, and just start playing good PUBG Mobile game, and that's going to help them. But let's see if they're going to be able to do that or not. You always put yourself under pressure when you're performing good, right? You set higher standards for yourself and you play some really motivational music, and that can sometimes backstab you as well. But let's see how they're going to deal with that sort of pressure as well. But this is the position of Seal 9. The way they are holding themselves and struggle. They were just trying to backstab them, position themselves on top for a very long time, but constantly being denied by C-Line. And that is exactly what you needed to do, right? And that is exactly what they did and got the chicken over here.
Kudos to Kenza, he was so good with that spray, but at the end we have the skyscrapers in the front of us, the total damage stats. Look at that. C-Line, 2,102 damage. Apes dished out 1,343, again a good outing for them. Struggle dished out 1,828, and SDMZ 1,622 secured 7 kills, again a good number. But MAKPEN, every single time whenever I look at the downside of the second page of the match, I'm going to reconsider towards the downside of the total damage. Oh, NAIKON 611, MAKPEN 512. Still no kill. Still silent. And Victor Gaming 318. Okay.
Well, yes, and the kills are getting really
Exactly.
expensive for some of the teams over here, for MAKPEN and NAIKON over here. Let's see how are they going to come back. And I keep saying this, let's see how they're going to come back. But look at Bear. There's a very decent performance that they've pulled off over here.
For sure.
And the momentum started from that early Erangel game. But now it's time to have a look at the overall standings. And let's see, ladies and gentlemen, where these teams are seated after match number 6. And Seal9 right on top. They've got a 5-point lead for themselves. Savage eSports got the chicken in the last game, are chasing them with 76 points under their tally. And Equinox are also just falling out a bit of the equation. They need a good game to come back. But Struggle are back in business with 62 points. We've got NRC who got a decent game with 47, but they need more points if they want to make an impact.
Now just focus on one thing with gaming. Just
They're
fall down onto the second
not
page
here.
of the
They're
overall
not here.
ranking.
Yeah,
They
that's a
secured
very
one.
nice spotting from you, because Victor Gaming were consistently featuring here yesterday on the first page, and now they have dropped out of here.
And MAKPEN, despite of the fact they toppled down on the 8, but still they are on the first page of the leaderboard. So chances are, let's take a look at the second page of the overall
Where a
ranking.
bear,
And this is
where a
going
bear.
to be the bottom part. Still on the 11th.
Well, yes.
Still on the 11th, like being consistent.
But yes, they've moved. They're starting to move in the right direction. That is
Yes, at
important
least
for them,
that's a good
right?
point.
And look at Apes. They are no more on the bottom of the table. They have got 31 points for themselves. It's now a difficult spot for DENO. They had a good city to loot. They went in for good hot locations, but lost 2 players early. But DENO were they inside the final circles as well, right?
Yeah.
But clearly not making an impact. Infinity Esports, you just don't need one good game, right? You need back-to-back good matches, and if you're going to do that, we are here to watch that out. But Astra Academy on 13th, Infinity Esports on 15th. Things really not looking good, but all-important SDMZ game is upcoming.
Yeah, an all-important SDMZ game is upcoming, as Rupert just mentioned. But you know what? Astra Academy, Infinity Esports, as well as RGC, then look at that. They're still on the... if we talk about the placement points, 6, 2, and 6 respectively for Astra, Infinity, and RGC.
You spotted right 17 points for Opex before the start of this match.
Now
right?
18.
Now 18. So they've just got one more placement point for RGC Opex over here. So this team from Maldives, they really need to figure out now.
Yeah.
Because even the Miramar did not go well. So they really need to refigure their strategies in Erangel and SDMZ as well. And for a lot of teams out there, SDMZ is going to be pretty important. But it's also going to be very important for Seal9. Because if they can just move away from the clusters on the overall ranking, this might just be the time to station themselves at a pretty good spot. If you get a lead right now, it's going to be really, really helpful.
And you know what? Yesterday we saw 3 teams were in the boot camp area in SDMZ, right? And Victor Gaming, they were inside the Paradise Resort all alone. Seal9, they won that fight in the Paradise Resort. Let's see if this is going to happen or not. Let's say I'm still excited, but SDMZ game is going to be online.
Well, yes, the SDMZ game is going to be online, but that is all going to happen, all that action on the other side of this very short break.
Here we go now.
Are you keeping it real? I'm calling shotgun, wanna see my baby run. Oh, what's the word on the
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Wook up your fun and we are really wooked up with the performances of these teams right now. The way they are playing in the regional finale of the South Asia Wildcard region. I'm Trooper, I've got Phoenix here with me. What are your expectations from this upcoming SDMZ game?
The SDMZ map is going to be chaotic just like the other two matches, and you know what, there's going to be again a gamble foil, so he's going to secure a second dinner. But for sure, the teams who are on the teams who were basically on the second bit of the leaderboard, they are just stepping up, and now they're looking out for that first position.
Well, yes, certainly they are looking out for that first position, and we're watching that with every passing game, the team on the #1 position is changing. And is that going to happen after SDMZ or not? That is going to be something to watch out for, because we've got the playing path, the fight path right here in front of us from the northern shores towards the city of Docks. That is what the flight path is, but the teams are going to easily glide towards where they want to. And let's see what's going to happen inside bootcamp.
Let's see what's going to happen inside boot camp. Now, NAIKON again playing with the 3 men, so as the Pain Gaming. But Pain in the previous match, they secured 10 total points, so that's the best part. Now, Equinox heading towards Heartland area. MAKPEN. Now, yesterday we saw that Victor Gaming, they were alone inside the Paradise Resort. Now they're sharing the area with the Astra Academy. Surprise gift for them. Oh, look at that! Astra Academy lost 2, refused, his skill has been confirmed, and with no more, it's just going to knock out another Astra Academy on the receiving edge, and they are not looking good. Trooper lost 3 players, and we just hit the 1 minute mark.
Well, yes, we've just hit the 1 minute mark, and Victor Gaming losing 1 player. They've taken 3 players out already, and Astra Academy might just face an early elimination over here. A 3v1 situation inside Paradise Resort for Cage. Can he take 1 more point? That is going to be something for him to watch out for, and he's got a DBS in the close range. The DBS takes down 1, but the pressure is going to be applied. Can he take the second down? He does, but the third player, Renotis, just comes in time, shuts him down completely, and Astra Academy, they have been eliminated on the 16th position. They really needed a big comeback game, and they have been denied. But look at this, what do we have here? There's a collision in Paradise Resort. We were expecting something in bootcamp, but we have now got a situation developing in Painan as well.
Painan, Seal9 versus Apes. 2 invited teams, and look at that, the way Seal9 surrounded Apes. This is the important part, Rupa.
Well, certainly. On a different part, we've got Equinox going against DENO, and they've been eliminated. DENO eliminated early. This is Equinox getting 4 kills for themselves. It's going to be important. Have they lost a player or not? They needed a big game, and they've certainly got a good start over here.
I love early fights, but not this early. One team got eliminated in just 2 minutes.
With every minute, the teams are getting eliminated.
2, in fact.
And now, we've got a third fight that is being initiated. Oh, Pain. They realize Equinox are in a situation, so they are stepping in over there. They've picked up 1 player, and now it's a 3v3 fight happening over here. We've got a different fight happening inside Binance. So the chaos, the commotion happening inside this SDMZ game this early. Just the 3rd minute mark, we are already down to 51 players. 11 players have been wiped out of the lobby.
Yep, they got wiped out from the lobby. Now Apes being silent, they heard the sound cues. Boo, he has that M762, no helmet, falling back, but he has to be careful because 3 players are charging in towards his compound now, and he got punished from the sideline. Amara, he was so good, and now just secured 1 knock. Not gonna confirm that kill because he just wanted to flush out the other 2 teammates from Apes. Now Apes, they already lost 2 players, now only down to 2. Sensor on this side secured that 1 kill. Seal9 slowly and steadily closing in the distance, and Enki, what type of loadout he has? A perfect level 2 loadout. Now Anand and Druj in the whole world of trouble. Anand, he has the info of Munke, but he's unaware of that 1 player, and that is Senor and Enki.
Well, this is a problem for Apes, right? They just had a really good, decent last game as well, but now they've lost 2 players so early, and they really need to play the patient game. And oh no, that's what a nade! What a brilliant nade! The rebound just landing behind him. That is the end for Anand. He was the last player inside the city of Painan limits for his team, and he's going to get decimated out of here. Wow, what a brilliant nade incoming. Amazing nade.
Again, the use of utilities is on point, Trooper.
Yes.
We witnessed the same thing in the previous matches, in the last 2 matches. Now, teams are utilizing those utilities perfectly. Equinox on the other side, secure 2, lost East. If we just want to talk about this one lad, in the first match of Erangel, he got punished by Bear, Ermin, and he was the first blood. Bear secured the first blood in the previous match, in the first Erangel, and East got killed at that situation. Now he also got killed in this Sanhok map. So again, they're going to play without East, but now Pain Gaming. 3-man lineup, secure 3 kills. Demo with 2, Opti with 1, has a QBZ. And you know what, Trooper? I love this.
Well, let's see.
They are looking basically scary.
Well, let's see how they're going to scare away the situation right now. Because 3 kills already for them, right?
Yeah.
Pain. It's a very important aspect for the game that they're getting kills. Even with the man disadvantage situation, they've got kills already in their favor. But now, this weapon, Garoza with the 4x level 3 gears, just landing outside the boot camp area. The perfect ingredient that you need around boot camp, ain't it? Yeah. A 3-man team in boot camp. The confidence is sky high.
Yeah, like, okay, so as you just mentioned, the confidence is sky high. But what if they're going to pick up this Garoza?
Well, that is the exact thing that they need in their loadout right now. Look at NRC, Amare inside the backdrops, very close to those compounds towards the western part of boot camp over here. And MAKPEN are trying to control the ridges on the Camp Bravo Island. They found Opex lurking around on the ridges on the other side, and they're just trying to give that message that we are here, okay? Just letting them know we are here around this position.
Yeah, MAKPEN. Now they are on the 8th position in the overall ranking, and they need a good start. They haven't secured a single kill, but still, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the most important. To being silent is, again, it's a part of plan, right? They will fight with some teams in the middle stage of the match, but now they're just heading towards those individual compounds as well as towards Paradise Resort. So you have to be careful, because we saw a chaotic fight in the Paradise Resort, with the gaming still holding that Paradise Resort. In MAKPEN, they have to be careful, because now we can see one team, and that is Opex.
Yes,
in the
that
same
is
vicinity,
Opex.
present towards the sidelines.
And they're closing in towards Paradise Resort, where we have got Victor Gaming, right? So it's a very important contest for teams like MAKPEN and Bear, because they've got sustainable comebacks in both the matches, right? They've got some decent points for themselves. Now it's going to be very important to get a really good 3rd point, because if you get really good 3rd points, that gives a big boost to your confidence as well.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what MAKPEN need right now. It's a very big team from Bhutan, and the fans out there absolutely love them. And just let's see how they're going to deal with this Paradise Resort situation, because already Victor Gaming is sensing some trouble towards this edge of Paradise Resort. Look at where they have stationed themselves. And with Pain inside the backdrop over here, wow, things might just get interesting. It's a 3-way fight anticipated just outside Paradise Resort. But we've already got Opex just lurking around the backdrops, the backlines of MAKPEN. Have a look at the map around Paradise Resort. We've got Pain there, Victor Gaming inside, MAKPEN, Opex very close. And there's a cluster also developing just outside Bootcamp. Infinity eSports is there, NRC, NAIKON, and even SDMZ just lurking in between the 2 clusters. Where to go? Where to be the part of? Where do you think this molecule is going to move towards?
I think so, towards the southern side of the map. Let's see, towards the boot camp, southern side of the boot camp. Let's see if it's going to happen or not. But if we talk about that one player, that's going to be Apes. He's the final player surviving from the side of one team, and he's present towards the western side of Pioneer.
Well, yes, it's going to be important for him how he's going to carry his team forward, and let's see if he can just get some placement points, some decent placement points for his team. Now, Victor Gaming moving out of Paradise Resort. They don't know that there is a team just waiting outside. A difficult situation for Minerals to handle. Oh, but he got that knock with that 4x on the M4. Very low HP, and Pain have sensed this opportunity. They are also just stepping in. They've taken down Berlin with that M762. Benoris goes down. That is the end for Victor Gaming. They really got some good points against Astra Academy, but not enough, I feel. But how are they going to deal with the situation? MAKPEN, they've noticed those shots incoming.
Yeah.
They know that there's a different team inside the vicinity. They've got a player down, and they're just committing one player from that long flank. But the problem is Opex are here too. If they spot them, this is going to be the worst outcome. Well, Zhang, he's under pressure. He's got a teammate who's bleeding out right behind him. Pasta just moving in close to that rock. And somehow, Opex have allowed this to happen. Somehow, Opex have allowed this to happen. Shots still available. Shots are still available on him. No smokes deploy. No smokes deployed under this crux situation. But we've got an MG3 just landing outside the vicinities of boot camp yet again. So on one side, we've got a Groza. And on the other side, we got an MG3. Which one are you picking up?
MG3. I love extra bullets because you know what, those are necessary to wipe out one single team in just one
you waste a
sprint.
lot, right? You
Yeah,
waste,
you're not.
you spam a lot of bullets.
Yeah,
there's a lot
that's
of
the
wastage.
perfect term. Whenever I pull the trigger, I will never gonna pull off my
And
finger
whenever your
from the screen.
teammates they get knocked down, you don't have smokes in your backpack to help them,
I'm
right?
a very
Because-
choosy person. You know what? I always carry 4 to 5 smoke because I know my team is not that good. And
so let them die. I
Yeah.
have an extra crate to loot. And more ammo for me.
more ammo for me and level 3 back. Hey, you have a level 3 back? Yes, I got knocked out. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything. But now SDMZ secured 1 kill. Eddie, he got knocked out. But now he already revived and now applying some bandages. But if we talk about their situation, Eddie, he has a level 1 loadout. MAKPEN on the other side heading towards the resort area. Pain Gaming still waiting. And these 3 players, they are so good. Already secured 4 kills. And we can see the demo, he's on the domination. But you have to check out for those backlines.
Well, you certainly always got to be aware of about your backlines. The good thing for MAKPEN is they're already they've revived the player. They've got 2 kills for themselves, but they're now looking in a decent spot. They're just sitting where Victor Gaming was holding their position. But the problem is the circle has sort of shifted to a little bit towards boot camp. So this next shift of the circle is very, very crucial. And that is why you see this a little bit of a lull inside the lobby right now. They're just all waiting for the circle to shape up. But what is MAKPEN doing? They're moving in the direction where Pain are holding up. This might just end bad for them. And look at Demo. He's realizing this. He's moving into a better position. He's saying they're just falling into a trap. Oh, wow. We've got a good day. Let's hold up better positions.
Oh, Momo.
Momo, where are you going, my friend? Where are you going?
Zan just gonna join his teammate. Both the players standing up. Opti switch to that Thompson. Both the players in front of us fired a lot of shots. Momo will fall down. Goes for the drop shot. Did a lot of damage. Opti just gonna revive, compromise his position. And look at that. Miracle provided a lot of cover. Now Opti just gonna secure those 2 kills, and that's the best thing. MAKPEN, that fallback, that decision to just have a control of this compound just backfired, and now Demo, his position is so good.
He's just, look at that, he was just very next to Opti, right? And so quickly he's created a flank angle for the entire team over there. And look at that, a different fight altogether for Opex. They found Savage eSports. They went towards the other side of Paradise Resort a little while earlier. But now, what is Opti doing? Running out in the open himself. You've just punished the team for doing that, right?
Yeah. Oh, stun. Okay. That's going to be
Pressure on
incredible.
Illusio. Pressure on Illusio. Oh, but Pasta! Look at that, he's taking down Demo over there. So pressure, and Opti just rushes in. Oh, and clears the wrong corner, but gets him eventually now. And Demo has been eliminated over there. So Pain are down to a duo, but there's just one solo player standing. And now we have got this Toxin Savage eSports situation where Toxin, the A-game, is doing the damage. Hershey under pressure with that M76, who's just clearing the corners of the rock over there, but falling down to that AK. Toxin, you beauty, with just 1 round of AKM, he's taken down 2 players.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a 1v2 situation for Toxin. Again, switching that to 1 AKM. Utilities being lobbed in towards his side, just charging in. And now this is going to be important for him. Switch to that M416. He's going to fire a lot of bullets. Look at that! That opponent is on a very low HP. And he's just going to take him down. Legro will fall down. Toxin is going to do that 1v4. It's possible.
Impossible!
Yes!
And it's been done. Opex, they got wiped cheaply in Miramar, but they do an amazing comeback.
revival!
And he's going to revive his teammate as well. What a pull-off here. Toxin with that amazing 1v4. All all those players out who think that M762 is a better weapon than AK, this is the perfect answer. And the way you control a gun, amazing control from Toxin's side on AKM, and the switch on the tempo, brilliantly done, executed that 1v4 for himself.
Hey Phoenix, just pointing out that we have less amount of placement points. Look at this 1v4, we can do this. And now Opex looking so strong, secured 4 kills, 2 players are still alive, they are looking out for that. But this fight is going to be legendary, Trooper. Boot camp area, NRC versus NAIKON. Star in a very good position, going to spot out Azeen, but that trench area is going to help them a lot.
Well, certainly it is going to help them a lot. And what an amazing 1v4 we just witnessed. This was something that we were missing in the regional finales, right?
Yes! And this is what you got in South Asia Wildcard.
Well, yes. Just before lunch, a nice
Just before lunch. And we're so hyped up, Trooper.
Yeah,
we need some more moments like this.
And Opex were not having a really good, decent day, right?
They were on the 11th page, on the 10th or 11th position.
This might just be the thing that they needed to change the scheme of things in their favor. And now, let's see what Opex are going to do.
But now, they're fighting with the blue.
Oh, fighting with the blue. That is a completely different ball game for them. Let's see what they're going to do over there. But look at Pain as well. They've got the duo standing with 7 kills. So the duos are doing fine today, right?
Duos are 7 kills, lost 1. Perfect trade. And bootcamp commander is going to be inside the circle.
Where NRC has arrived. And NAIKON.
Yes!
Oh, what a
what
shift.
Is going on in Sanhok?
What a shift of circle. Amazing. Perfect shift of the circle.
Another heal battle. What do you think? Because yesterday we saw BO1 player, and that is going to be, if I'm not wrong, he did a heal battle in the final circle, in the Sanhok.
Anything is possible over here. We have seen so many bootcamp circle, but more often than not, the circle just moves out of the bootcamp area. And I really hope that we can see a finish on the main building. Have you ever seen a circle finish on the main building?
One time.
Oh, I haven't ever. But let's see.
It was Ocean and Johnny casting, and that was like 6 to 8 months ago.
Wow. Now let's see this. This is the main building that we are talking about. Infinity eSports. They're trying to pin down NRC, who just recently arrived over here from the eastern edges of the city. And Sneak just got a shot over there. He realized that the opening is not available from that side. So why not just control this compound instead? And they're just stationing themselves. But NRC getting shots from a completely different angle. Amare has gone down over there, and NAIKON are still holding on to the main building. Let's see. And Seal Line and Bear are doing significant damage to each other, hurting each other outside somewhere.
Again, Beer versus C-Line. This is the same fight in the Erangel match, and now C-Line again winning against the players of Beer. They have to do something. They lost 1, another player got knocked out, Bear surviving with 2, and on the other side, C-Line, 3 players still surviving. Struggle and SDMZ, this is a different fight fanning out towards the edge of the circle. Fool! Look at that! He just opted for that bug. You spy. Okay, he's falling back. He's going to revive his teammate. Kenza, he has that M762. Dexter on the other side on the receiving end. And Pool, he will fall down or not. No. Kenza unable to connect some shot, but Pool still surviving on 50% HP. Siren just healing himself up. But Sam, one grenade can finish off 2 players.
Well, it is, but it's the good pressure that they are applying on SDMZ right now. Just a nade inside that smoke can be the trick, but are they going to figure that out? That is going to be the situation. Look at the split on SDMZ. This is just outside bootcamp. Even Mozart can be spotted in the backdrops over here. Let's see what they're going to do. But after he goes down, this is a backstab coming in from Alien. Now, Toxin just got a 1v4, so they've got the confidence, and they've been fighting the blue towards the eastern side. Now they're making an appearance, and SDMZ realized the presence of yet another team inside the vicinity. They're doing the regroup. The revive has been executed, and the medikit applied on Psycho. But let's see how they're going to deal with this, because Opex have backstabbed Struggle Clan, and they can just notice those shots coming in from the distance.
Yep, SDMC secure 3. Fool got the Grenadier Titan. Struggle, and the final kill being secured by a grenade from the side of Opex. And this team is looking so good. That one player is pretty far away. Toxin, he's fighting with the blue, and Ellen, his position has been compromised. Struggle on the other side, eliminated at the one placement point. He's closing it, as just mentioned. But Rio Eco is making things difficult for SDMZ. What is going on? Opex fights back.
Well, they're fighting back, but SDMZ are falling down in numbers, and now it's the man who did the 1v4. Toxin, he's just arriving, he's just looking towards the side of SDMZ. When is he going to move in? Yes, he's taking some shots. Toxin takes down one more player. Psycho goes down now and applying one more first aid kit, but he's given away his position. That's going to be very tricky for him now to play this game from outside the blue. And he's got 14 first aid kits to play with. What is he planning to do over here? He's looking to get some points for himself, and he's going to play that surprise factor because he has the ammo, the AK, and the M4 as well. So let's see for how long he's going to do the heal battle. On the other side, Star goes down just outside the warehouse. So Logi has got a job to do, but from the back lines, from outside the circle, we've got Infinity Esports closing, and that's going to be something to be worried about. Let's see. But NRC, they're also charging towards the warehouse. Wow. NAIKON, how are you going to deal with this? They're going to take one of the player down. Amare, he's down. Logi, he takes out one more player, but Susti enters over there, takes down NAIKON, but they've been wiped on. Star on that low HP, wiped them out completely. But Fighter Rives takes the knockdown. Mozart is the only player standing, but he's outside that warehouse. He's just moved away.
So far away from the lad, but White, he was so good at Denny Lob. That one perfect grenade and knocked out 2 players, and that is so good. Now he's just going to enjoy those 2 kills. Infinities will look at that. They are so happy now. Seal9 and BF, finally this fight they can end, and at the end BF takes an exit from the lobby at the 9-20 players inside the lobby. Now Trooper, the circle closing in, and we can see that NAIKON only 1 player surviving, 3 kills being secured by this team. On the other side we can see Seal9 with 9 kills. Infinity for looking out for some.
And look at that, Opex is there still doing the heal battle. They're still doing the heal battle. 14 shades still in operation over there. But Leo, they've got control of the boot camp area. The circle just shifts outside boot camp towards the southeast side, and the compound where one of the teams is holding up is right in the spot, and that is SDMZ. Psycho and Fool enjoying that brilliant shift of the circle right now. They were in a very bad spot a little while earlier, but now they're looking decent. Infinity Esports have got all the 4 players standing, but now they got the problem to deal with because they got to traverse these open spaces outside boot camp. How are they going to deal with this? With Pain, Miracle and Opti inside the flank position over there, it's going to be very difficult for them to deal with this. But they've also got to deal with Pasta in the backlines. Look at where he is holding up inside boot camp.
Oh yes, he is still inside the boot campaign. Gaming closing in, pretty close to the edge of the circle. Psycho on the other side. Seal9 also closing in. SDMC, they are going to be in a bit of trouble. But Opex Toxin still doing the heal battle, still inside the blue. But now Seal9 looking so good. 4 players, 8 kills, and now they're closing in. And this is looking so good for them. Sneak from a different angle, taking down the players of Equinox. Archer will fall down. Inky received a lot of damage, so has a Mardok on the verge of elimination, barely surviving on 10% HP.
They're finding them in open and hurting them badly. Archer eliminated. So let's see how they're going to deal with this. But Leo gets caught out in the open himself. So Infinity Esports have got their own set of problems. And MAKPEN Pasta spotted, but he goes down to the play zone as well. Now Toxin goes down. This is Amra who spotted him. It was an amazing game that Toxin was playing. He's already got 5 to 6 kills under his belt. It's going to be something to watch out for. But now it's Seal9 once again inside the final circle. They are cementing their position on top. #1. Remember, we talked about this. If they get a big game over here, they can create a substantial position over there, but they're getting backstabbed. But Finn, they've been shut down by Inky beautifully over there, and even Amra might just get the revive if DOK allows it. He's in that position that he can hurt them, and that is why you can see that predictive fire coming in from Inky. And look at that, no smokes, but the revive being executed out in the open, and the pressure being created by the 2 teammates. And now they're going to dissipate from the fire area where they can get hurt, and they're going to concentrate towards Infinity Esports, who are coming inside, who are coming towards the open fields, and that's a very good chance for Seal9 to hurt them. But they're still going to keep it in their minds that they've got DOK over there.
Oh no, Inky just going to make things more difficult for Infinity Esports. DOK is now fire back. Going to knock out 2 players, just going to secure 2 kills. Seal9, they were looking unstoppable. At the end, DOK was there to put an exclamation mark in the front of their name, Infinity Esports. All the 4 players are alive, and they have to move inside the circle. DOK, look at that! What he's doing! Already secure 2. Just looking out for another Equinox still in the lobby.
Well, they are, and what are they pulling off? They're hurting 2 big names at the same time. Seal9 on one side, and he's hurting Infinity Esports on the other. He's just playing an amazing game right now. Sanchir, just the last player standing. Seconds ago, they were all 4 men standing, and now he's down to that solo lad and doing a heal battle outside. A very difficult situation for him, but DOK has got his own problems. He's running out in the open, trying to pin down Amra. Gets caught out in the open. Finn is punished on the road, but SDMZ, they are still surviving in this compound. They enjoyed the good shift of the circle, and they are still here inside the final 3. But Sanchir, he's still doing that heal battle over there. How many first aids does he have?
That is going to be the question, but right now, Seal9, 13 kills, Trooper. 13 kills, top 3, total Replacement points looking so good. Kill points are phenomenal. SDMZ on the other side only secured 4 kill points, and this is going to be important. Sancho on the other side goes down from the play zone. Infinity Esports takes an exit at the third. It's going to be a 2v2 situation. SDMC still holding that one herd, and Senor on the top of that herd.
Well, not only on the top of the herd, they are on the top of the overall standings as well.
Yeah.
And with this game, they're just going to cement themselves so beautifully over there. For chicken or not, but they are already cementing themselves on the top with this performance already. And 51% chances for them. Let's see who is going to take this chicken away. The jump is going to be very crucial. It's going to be just around the corner. Or is there going to be a pan knock that we might witness? But they aren't being used over here. 3 kills already for Senor and his teammate. Let's see what they are going to pull off. Amra and Senor, they've got the responsibility to get this chicken for the team.
8 circle closing in, Trooper. One team inside the hut, 2 and 1 team on top of the hut. Senor has enough bandages but doesn't have enough first aid kit. Only 1. His level 2 loadout is looking so good. He has a good, we can say, combination. Amara on the other side, only 2 first aid kits. So if SDMC players has some good health utilities, then they can win this fight in the heal battle. Otherwise, it's going to be a good fight against these two teams. But who's going to get the chicken dinner? Still a question. 50% chances. Still waiting out for that final fight, and this all comes down to the 9th circle, Trooper. 3, 2, 1. Blue zone start closing in.
Well, yes, the blue zone will start closing in and beautifully built up by you. And let's see how C-Line are going to deal with this, because as the 9th circle closes in, everything is going to be blue, ladies and gentlemen. And Psycho, he just moves out. No, he doesn't. They've still not decided what to do. And how is C-Line going to do with this? The jump is here from Senor, and even Amra jumps at the same time. They have placed themselves towards the right end of the blue zone, towards the compound. But it is, look at that pool. They're still circling inside. Why are they not moving outside? Do they have the meds? Is the heal battle going to be on? That is going to be something to watch out for. And yes, that is what it looks like, because there is no first aids on Psycho. But how many meds does Fool have here? Let's see. And the nade with that beautiful rebound might just give some damage. And now Psycho commits themselves outside, buying some time for his teammate. But Fool is going to execute that heal battle outside. He goes down. Both the players standing, and they're going to commit themselves inside. Walk through the circle. What are they doing? Down. And the 1v2. And the 1v2 executed over there by SDMZ. They've kept the chicken dinner in the situation. What a game. What a game from SDMZ. What a game.
A free chicken dinner on the plate. You know what? That was in their favor. C9 got that chicken dinner. You just have to wait for that one perfect opportunity. But SDMC, they got this. They deserved it on the board. 21 total points. 1,086 damage, only 1,086 damage, and why it's only because still it's quite less. We saw like teams are dishing out 2,000 damage, but that chicken dinner is more important on the board, Trooper.
Remember, they were getting backstabbed by Toxin.
Yes.
They could have got eliminated over there, but they got 2 players inside that compound beautifully, and the way they played this circle, amazing. And I think if C9 would have just waited outside, they could have got the chicken, but there was a big damage on Pool. But now let us have a look at the MVP. DOK is going to take away the MVP. Look at the damage, 997, 3 kills. 1,000 damage for 3 kills, and he's pinned down so many teams out there inside the final circle. Even Infinity Esports went down to him. He got some crucial players down from C9 as well, and those are 3 very important kills in his tally.
I'm stunned, basically. But let's take a look at the top 5 players from this incredible, astonishing Sanhok map. Opti going to be on the 2nd position, secure 3, 938 damage. Doxing, obviously he did that one before. That was phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. C9, Inky and Senor on the 4th and 5th position respectively. So secure 3 kills, dished out 706 and 636 damage, Trooper. Now I'm still waiting for the mass ranking and the overall ranking, but before that, let's take a look at the match summary. Fool secure the highest kill. Fool has the longest kill, as well as SDMC. Eddie has the highest assist.
Well, yes, he does have the highest assist for his team, and they've got the chicken dinner. Kudos to this good performances coming in from the lads of SDMZ, and what a final circle finish coming in from for Psycho and Fool over there. The way they held their mark over there was really amazing. He even got a kill over there, right?
Yeah.
Fool inside the final circle with a drop shot. I thought he would be doing the heal battle, but no, he realized the push. He went for that, and he shot them down. Now, It's time for the match rankings and have a look at the teams that have got a decent game over here. C-Line eSports, a 13 kill for them, but no chicken dinner, but yet they get 25 points for themselves and cement themselves beautifully even on the overall rank.
Pain, Equinox, Infinity. Both the teams secured total 14 points. And
Wow.
that's how you're going to distribute the total points amongst yourself. RGC Opex pretty happy with their performance on the 6th position with 10. MAKPEN with 5. Amazing.
Well, MAKPEN, but needed more. But they needed more, right? But Victor Gaming also getting 4 points from this encounter. Bay getting just 3. But look at the teams that really got no points out of this encounter. NRC, Astra Academy, Apes, Struggle, DENO. So Struggle are going to fall down even further on in the overall ranking. That is going to be very difficult. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Oppo F19 Pro moments. The all-important Oppo F19 Pro moments, because there were so many amazing fights in the SDMZ game. Starting right from outside Paradise City, where we had that 3-party, 4-party situation, and from then this 1v4. Just watch this.
Just watch it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Toxin, just the way he reacted to this fight, when he secured that kill, he reloaded his AKM, then fired back, and his shot was straight onto his opponent's head.
The AK is a AK for a reason, right?
Yeah, that's why it's the best gun in every single game.
Every single game, yes. And here, once again, the AK showing colors inside the final circles. And this was the moment when NRC just rushed in onto NAIKON, and Star on that HP just managed to get that final kill on Susti. So turned them down, but the nade was incoming from White.
And after when the players from Infinity Esports, they were holding this warehouse, they could pinch it down in that warehouse by the players of C9 as well as the players of SDMZ.
Inky's moment, he wiped down the 2 lads from Pain, just trying to enter the final circle, but could not deny them some good points out of this game. They eventually get 14, which is a pretty good number. And this was DOK's moment, the way he was punishing. He was literally punishing, and they did not have a lot of utilities to play with, right? Clearly. But Infinity Esports also getting caught out in the open. But this movement through the window, Sinor going down over there. But what a chicken dinner for Fool. Amazing.
Wow. The damage is impressive. The damage being dished out by the team C9 is 2051 secure, 13 kills out of that damage, and now we talk about Infinity secure, dished out 1107.
I think in that chicken dinner, the most important thing was the nade from the rebound from Fool.
For sure.
That applied a lot of pressure on C9 over there. But looking at the damage over here, we have got Infinity Esports also touching 1,000 mark. That is going to be a really good confidence booster for them, considering the fact that they did not get 2 good games in the early matches today. Even Pain, look at that, 1767 damage. They really featured inside the final circle. And once again, let me remind you, this is just a 3-man team that is playing.
Yep. 3-man team, but still showcasing a lot of promising performance. But we have the overall ranking in front of us in just a couple of seconds. And yeah, we have the front of C9 Esports still on the top with 106 points.
And after match number 7, we have got 2 teams at 77 and a team that is enjoying a very good lead. That is C9. Look at that. Calculate that. 23 plus 6, 29 points. That is what they are enjoying. A very good cushion for them. So now they can have a bad game and still be on top. And that's a really, really good advantage.
But you know what? Struggle and Equinox, from 2nd to 6th position, there's a different fight going between these teams. 77, 77, 74, 72 and 63 still reachable. But now NRC and MAKPEN, they have a different fight against each other.
But we are still looking for a team that is going to get their second chicken dinner every single. We've got 7 different teams. We've got chicken dinners over here. But RGC Opex with the chicken dinner on the 2nd page with just 48 points. They got a really decent performance coming in this game from the side of Toxin. And that is the sort of confidence that they need to fly back to the top page of the overall ranking. Let's see if they're going to pull that off or not. But Bear, they needed a good game. They missed out. And it's good to see MAKPEN not here. But Victor Gaming, we've really got to start moving in the right direction. But Infinity Esports, even after this performance, are still on 13 with 27 points.
Yep, still on 13 with total 27 points. But RGC Opex, again, that point is more important because now they are on the 9th position with 47 points, 1 point far behind from 8th position. So let's see how they're going to perform in the last match for the day, and that is going to be the second Erangel, ladies and gentlemen. We saw in the first Erangel, Beer was so good, secured 5 total points, but at the end, C9 end their journey at that situation. Then after that, it still continues in the PMCO map, C9 versus Beer. It was an amazing fight as well as in the Miramar. But now we have the second Erangel. I'm waiting for that.
Well, certainly we are all waiting for that last Erangel to come, but all that action, ladies and gentlemen, on the other side of this short break.
Here we go now.
Hello guys and welcome back once again to PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2021 sponsored by the Oppo F19 Pro. Woke up your fun and it's an amazing day for PUBG Mobile inside the regional finale of the South Asia Wildcard, where some of the teams are really trying so hard to make a comeback here, and just let's see how these teams are going to go ahead in this last and final game.
Yeah, in this last and final game for the day, we have the game live in front of us, true, but I'm still waiting for the playing path when it's going to arrive. And we have the playing path starts from the northeastern side of the map, starts from the Salbarian and heading towards the southern side of the map, or we can say towards the southeastern side of Equinox.
Well, yes, a little bit of a western tilt inside the plane path over here. So let's see how the team of Opex is going to deal with this, because we know that they're not having a really good outings in the Erangel matches, and they really did impress us in the Miramar yesterday and in the Sanhok today. So very important for them how they're going to end proceedings on this last and final Erangel today, because still Opex have got to play 4 more Erangel. So you can see them jump pretty early, move towards the mansion prison area, and they would be moving towards that Milta Power and Milta Factory area where they love to loot in the initial stages. For that they would be needing some vehicles out here. But other teams, we got to keep an eye on. Look at where Bay are going. They've not gone towards Milta. They're going for that alternate drop location towards that western coast, those scattered compounds that they love to traverse at times. That is where they are headed. So a lot of secondary drop locations coming into the equation over here.
Yeah, lot of
Look
secondary
at Seal Line. They've not gone towards military. They've gone towards the old drop. That is the Georgiapur Northern City.
Yeah. And oh, the circle just shifted towards the western side of the map, and we all know if the circle is on the western side of the map, the chances of those early fights are quite low. But struggle on the other side, present towards the Pochinki area, just going to loot out those compounds, just going to loot out the Pochinki happily. NRC going for that split drop, and let's see how this is going to help them a lot. Now Infinity eSports, with their change in drop location, just going to drop out towards the eastern side of the map with the split. It's going to help them a lot. But there's going to be a boxing fight. Yes, let's go. Ding ding. Just the first round. Star just running out. He's not in the ring. He's just hiding behind the tree. And this is not the way. You have to be inside the ring. And now he just got it. And Peling on the other side just won the medal. Nice.
Okay, Star in his defense would say that he also got some shots from the distance, but yes, he went down to a fist fight inside the regional finale, and now we have got some vehicle action incoming. MAKPEN, and let's see. Oh, like he needs to get away, and wait for your teammates, they're still out in the open. Yes, you gotta wait for them, and now maybe you can go for the chase. I would say don't. Yes, that's the smart thing that MAKPEN did. They've got all the 4 players standing. They've got the Georgiapur containers in front of them. High hopes. Loot up.
High hopes, yeah. But you know, that first kill was amazing to witness. The punch fight is always amazing, you know. Who's going to win that? What if one player just found that one pan just going to lob that perfectly straight onto the head? That's going to be more. But again, punch fight, like a boxing fight is more important in this PUBG Mobile game. But now, MAKPEN is going to loot out towards his containers area. Already have 1 kill. And I think so NAIKON and Pain Gaming again playing with the 3-man lineup. That's why we still have 61 players alive in the lobby.
Well, we have that, and let's see. MAKPEN just getting that 1 bonus kill quite early, and now they're just going to loot up the containers over here. Some really good loot for them, and let's see how they're going to play this game, because it's really important for MAKPEN over here to end this game on a high. They've got really 2 good matches already going their way, and it's going to be very crucial how they're going to finish the day, because consider this fact, they were not really looking good at the start of the day on the overall standings, right? Yeah. But they've definitely marked a comeback, and how better to end the comeback day with a very good high in the last and final game. And let's see how far they can stretch themselves. But on the other side, this team that regularly features 3-man team is now finding another team in front of them, that is DENO Moray, who are also not having a really good day today.
Come on, Moray. It's your chance to shine. You're going to find another. You're going to find 1 kill for yourself. But Yogi, just being more cautious, okay? They're just going to apply some bandages. And Marvel, from a different angle, punishing the players of DENO pretty far away from each other. Ghost, he got knocked out. Salty is there for the revival, but Marvel closing in the distance. Now, his backup is already there. The backup is already arrived, and Salty just compromises position. Now, that's not a way you're going to engage in the fight. You will go down for sure.
He went down to Marvel's ump over there, and DENO losing players in number. There's 1 more player standing for DENO, but he's also in a very tough spot. Moray.
Moray.
Yeah, and look at that. Oh, he takes one of the,
Oh,
but,
no.
but the trade has been taken. Mozart did go down, but the trade taken. So DENO losing players in succession. This is not a good sign for DENO. Yeah, they're
For
also
sure.
not looking very good in the overall standings. So pressure on DENO. They did not have a good outing in Miramar as well. Even PSanhok didn't favor them. But now just one last player remaining for DENO so early in the game. But look at that, Unknown going down. Sancher picking up on them, and I think this is a fight that has built up pretty early because they did not get vehicles to move away towards Milta. Yes, a problem for Team Opex very early in the game. They're not finding the vehicles to rotate early, and they got to move towards the western coast as well, as the first circle has shaped towards there. But Victor Gaming already inside rotation from where NAIKON are holding up. This is towards the foothills of that Everest. Let's see how they're going to deal with this.
See how they're going to deal with this. Mozart now again back to 100% HP. Just applied that booster. Just on 75, but no, still just going to increase his HP. Now Infinity Esports secured one kill, present towards shelter area again. This drop finally helping them, Trooper. And you know what? There's one thing, and that is if your Erangel is strong, you can perform very well in any map. Quite possible that you're going to secure a lot of points in this Erangel, but you have to be consistent in every single match as well. But MAKPEN, the way they are playing today, it's amazing to witness.
Well, yes, it's really amazing because we know this team, right? They've got a good potential in them, and now they're just sort of just converting all that potential into a good momentum for themselves on this day number 2, just designing a very good, decent comeback for themselves. But speaking of comebacks, this is yet another team, Equinox. They were there inside the final circle. What an amazing performance from DOK in that last game, in that last circle. The way he pinned down 2 teams over there, they're going to play with a lot of confidence in this game, and it's very important. All these things, your potentials, your momentum, how you're converting them into points really matters in each and every game, and that is exactly what Equinox would be trying to do yet again in this last and final Erangel. Because remember, by the end of the day, half the regional finale would be over. In just 2 days, half the regional finale would be over, and these teams would be left with just 8 more matches to play in the remaining 2 days.
8 more matches, 8 more golden opportunities, and that's it. You're gonna keep up your pace till the end, but Marvel secured 2 kills, and that's the only kills secured by his team. Now Gatka, they were just left the Gatka compound, moving forward, heading towards the western side of the map. Trooper.
Well, yes, but look at this. Fortune favoring them so much. They went for their alternate drop location, and now the shift of the circle even towards them, so they're rotating to a very good position quite early. This might just be the kind of game that Bear needed. Let's see.
Yes.
They did not get a good PSanhok game though.
True.
But it was a decent performance in Erangel. They got 5 points out of there, but it was really good performance coming in from Miramar. So they've got the confidence. Let's see if they can get a big Erangel to finish today.
If that's gonna happen, then they are going to be quite happy. But now, after those fights, we can see a silence in their Erangel match, Trooper. Savage eSports, they're rotating.
Well, remember in PSanhok, we were down to 51 players in just 3 to 4 minutes, right? But now the pace is being picked up.
It's
Victor
different, yeah.
Gaming and Bear, they go up against each other, and Victor Gaming are losing yet another player over here. Not good signs for them, but really good signs for Bear. This is their 3rd kill that they're going to confirm in just 9 minutes of the game that they've played. Changed to the different drop location, getting the shift of the circle, but Marvel still not finding a helmet for himself.
Still not finding a helmet, and that's not a good thing. Now up against the players of Victor Gaming, now they are just opting for a split, and Marvel, okay, he's thinking that what should I do? Okay, the sky is beautiful, so as a constellation, and now damage inside that one compound you is almost like you 80% damage. Sanchez from a different angle again punishing the players of Opex. In the previous match, that one player Toxin, he was looking phenomenal, but right now his teammates are going down, slowly and slowly falling apart. Eco just gonna spot out damage while he's rotating to show a lot of damage, but we are on the receiving edge. Warzone literally created a war zone, and this location takes down 2.
Wow, the situation just changed, and look at this push coming in from Berlin. Arimon, he's just holding the front lines for his team. How are they going to deal with this pressure situation? Pressure being created by Victor Gaming yet again during the mid game. Oh! jumps out of the vehicle, gets spotted. Damage and Warzone are here now. They've already pinned down 2 players. Arimon in a very difficult spot, just fighting with that M762 red dot right now. And let's see how they're going to deal with this, because there's a utility being cooked in the backline. Susok is going to drop down. He's going to bleed out. So that leaves just 1 player that is being bleeding. And look at that revive being held on Marvel as well from Eco. And Arimon is just holding on to the lines. 2 players already down for Victor Gaming as well. Let's see how they're going to deal with this.
Oh, look at that. Ermin, that was a good move. He already heard the pin of the nail for damage. Barely missing out every single shot. Marvel. Okay, he was on very low HP. He will go down. Eco received a lot of damage. So has damage now. Both the players.
Flank.
Yep, the war zone flank. That is going to play an important role. Let's see how they're going to react to this situation.
Well, Warzone is flanking, and the Ridge is going to give them a high ground, and that is going to give him the extra knock. So he's already got 3 players down, Warzone, and he's looking really good out here, because the first kill that he did has been confirmed already. So this can be a 1v4 yet again in back-to-back matches. If Warzone gets Arimon, he's shooting with an AK, but no, Arimon has different plans with that M762, just denying him that free fire over there. But now Arimon just rushing in with that Scar, and is switched onto it. Let's see, is he going to wipe out Victor Gaming yet again? Warzone is low, damage in front of him, takes a bit of a damage from the shots taken on him, and now damage is pretty low, switching on to the M762, that is the wipe, but all the players of Bear have bled out, so just one guy remaining out of this entire collision, and that is Arimon.
But Victor Gaming, again, this team takes an exit at the first position, but this time they secure 3 kill points, but that's the plus point for them. On the other side, BA secured 6 kill points, lost 3 players. Urban, as just mentioned, he's the only player survived from the side of this team. 500 meters is the distance. They have to cover a lot, but let's see how they're going to perform today. 15 teams left in the lobby, 49 players still alive.
Well, yes, 49 players still alive, but this is the situation now.
Yeah.
Now talk about this. They got a decent first game, a decent second game, and now they need a big savior game coming in from Arimon, right? That is exactly what they would be looking for. But towards that side, the shift of the circle is now going to bring the military base into the equation as well, where NRC are beautifully seated up right now. Look at where MAKPEN are. The way they're moving inside the circle, they've got difficult situations to deal, because NAIKON pretty close to them. Even Seal9 are sitting beautifully with Astra Academy over there. There's a big cluster that is developing towards that side.
Savage struggle, they are pretty close to each other, as well as Markman present towards the sidelines, as well as the NAIKON. Now, this is going to be very important for them, how they're going to perform in this situation. Now, Quarry is still in the safe zone, so Pain Gaming, they have a good control of those compounds present over the eastern side of the Quarry, and they are just on the edge of the circle inside the play zone, so that's the best part. But Struggle and Savage in the dead center of the play zone. Seal9, they are also there, but fantastic. Look at that, pretty far away from the play.
This is exactly the cluster we were talking about, right?
Yes.
And the sewer areas are going to come into the equation. This compound of Astra Academy is going to come into the equation now. But there are a lot of landscapes that are going to be part of this game as well, because there's a higher ground towards the western side of the city of Pochinki. That is going to be very important. Just towards the next of this compound where Astra Academy is holding up. All these compounds are going to be very crucial, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Apes having control of these higher grounds towards the western side of Pochinki, and they're trying to cut down rotations. This is Infinity eSports, who have moved in from the sides of school right now, and a nade being cooked by Sneak. There might be the casualty to this nade, but no, the return nade is here as well, and he goes down thanks to the nade coming in from Kyron. A utility fight being executed beautifully. White just trying to capitalize on the nades executed by his teammate earlier, and buying some time with that utility, and it's a 1v2 situation for White to handle. Anand would just take down Sneaks, and White with the 1v3 sitting in front of him.
Oh yes, Rouge on the other side taking down 1 player of Infinity eSports. Wide in behind that UAs, but now Apes performing well. Rouge is going to secure another. Wide, he has to revive his teammates so far away from Wide. Look at that, Leo. He received a lot of damage, and he's just bleeding out slowly and steadily. Let's see what White is just going to do. He's just driving his buggy so fast, and he is so fast now, heading towards his knockout teammates. Rook on the other side making things more difficult. Spots out White, but White, he has to be careful, okay? Now he's going to
Very
revive his
careful.
teammates, being very careful, and that's the best part. Apes on the other side just secured only 1 kill. This is the time they can rush. They can literally rush towards the players of Infinity Esports.
And maybe they're just heading towards the vehicle for that.
No.
But look at the luck on the side of Infinity Esports over
Yes.
there. They haven't been backstabbed in that situation. Just that
It's
little bit
rare.
of a ridge supporting them. There's no team in that compound, in that red cubicle compound in the back lines. And somehow the luck is always going to be a factor, right? And that is towards the favor of Infinity Esports for now. They've regrouped, just lost 1 player, and Infinity Esports have already got 2 kills. This is the getaway that exactly Infinity Esports needed. Now, can they capitalize on this opportunity is going to be something to watch out for. They're just trying to get away from the situation. The buggy and the McLaren both being used right now. Let's see, are they going to get away without any knock, without any trouble? They're using the curve of the ridges over there to get away from the situation. But no. Oh, they're taking damage from the blue as well. But a big rotation being executed. And this is the big ridge that was always going to come into the equation. And Apes, considering they won that ridge, they are hurting teams in the vicinity now.
Certainly are hurting a lot of teams, but right now we can see the 3rd zone is closing in, and now the 4th zone will form. Where the 4th zone is going to take the shift, and that is going to be the most important part. SDMZ inside the circle. Now that's not a good thing for Equinox, because look at that, their position present towards the sidelines, but they are not inside circle. NRC on the other side move inside the circle as well. Pain Gaming pretty outside from the safe zone. Savage Esports and Struggle still in the safe.
Look at these compounds very next to where Apes are, and they're going to station themselves towards the bottom side over there. The perfect cushion that they needed after the high ground is a concrete cover, and that is what they're going to get. And Apes, they really need a big game over here, right?
Yeah.
We saw a final circle finish from them inside the Miramar game. They got some 18 points out in that encounter, but
Yes.
now this big Erangel can just be the kind of thing that Apes need right now. 15 teams, 48 players, and look at where Infinity Esports are. These are the higher grounds that Apes were controlling a little while earlier. And now Sanchez goes down. These are kudos to the shots coming in from the side of Opex Esports.
Yep, that N2-4 shot was straight onto this head, and Sanchez goes down. But now Equinox, they have a good control of this shack, and now pretty slow ridge, but still they can work on it. But now they're just heading, they're just facing the team NRC. They have a good control of that shack as well. But let's see, there's going to be a 4v4 fight. C9 Esports first out back to rotation. Belzak, his vehicle got blown up. Belzak on just one. Okay, he got knocked out.
Well, he got knocked out eventually. And this was a very important encounter for MAKPEN, right? And now they're finding themselves on the edge of the circle. And I really don't like a team that arrives so early on the edge of the 4th circle this early. You always got to fight for a very good amount of time to survive over there. And MAKPEN have put themselves under this pressure right now. Let's see how they're going to deal with this, because we've got C9 who are also present on the edge, giving a really tough time to them. And Savage Esports just inside the circle, being pinned in a sandwich situation from 2 players from 2 different angles. So this is the big cluster that we were talking about towards the western edge, and that is being exploited. Look at Lobo, he goes down as well. Senior, he's just trying to capitalize over this situation with his M76, with his M4 right now. And Ambra also inside the vicinity trying to capitalize. NAIKON go down inside a different fight over here, but this is not looking good for MAKPEN.
Yep, this is certainly not looking good for MAKPEN. Infinity Esports on the other side takes an exit at the 14th position, and unexpected
Who
out
took them
from
down?
this
Who
side.
took them down?
It is
Struggle
Struggle.
Clan.
No, it's Astra Academy. Okay, it's stuck.
Multiple teams that got
Wow.
the kills from Infinity Esports, and they were trying to make an appearance through the eastern edge, and that is where they have been denied.
Yeah, they got been denied. Now we have the top 13 teams. Look at this. The circle just going to take out and destroy a lot of dreams for a lot of teams. But now C9 Esports being more conscious, making cover of those Dacias, but reduced very low HP. Senor spots down the place of Astra Academy, got thrown down, firing a lot of shots, but hasn't connected a single one. But look at that. If we talk about their life stats, Pain Gaming, all the 3 players alive, secure 2 kills, looking so good.
Look at the problem for C-Line, right? They're playing the edge towards the northwest side, and they've got 2 teams to deal. But the problem is, in the back lines, the shots are coming in from the far northeast side. So that is how far they have to clear the area. No sort of ridge or any cover behind them. And that is why you can see them coming in Is the shot connected? And the shot connected from the M24 from Munke over here. Let's see if he's going to take one down. It's a 6-6 that he's using, and another shot connected though. But this is 2A being pinned down beautifully, and look at that. He connects it on DENO. Gets the knock. Beautiful coverage from the observers over there. And what an amazing pressure that has been created over MAKPEN. And look at that. Hershey fall down. And this is just Savage eSports holding on to the positions over here. Not allowing MAKPEN any rotations towards either side. Munke is also dedicating himself now towards MAKPEN, and they've successfully pinned and shut down Astra Academy for a little while, and they're using this time to put more pressure on MAKPEN.
Yeah, more pressure is required, and MAKPEN, they got pinched down, and look at that. If we talk about the situation, only one player surviving, one player got knocked out behind the Tesla. C9 eSports pretty far away. Look at the cluster, Trooper. I can see 3 teams pretty close to each other, and we're fighting against with the blue Archer taking down the players of NRC. Hazeen will go down, but the kill confirmation is not yet. I'm still waiting for that on the other side. Apes, they are still here. They are in the top 12. Inky fighting a lot of shots with the players of Astra Academy. They are not in a good position, and look at that. NRC Amar, he will fall down. East stepping up. Now Equinox looking so good. This one grenade can change the fate, but NRC, only 2 players surviving. Equinox charging in, and this not looking good. Airline on very low HP. Lob that one grenade. And oh, finished one player. Knock one. Hazeen is just going to secure that one knock.
But Hazeen shuts him down eventually. He was out in the open. Not a good space for him to play with. This is the exact moment that NRC can regroup. Susti can hold that revive on Pablo right now, but the nades are flying in from all the directions. And look at Struggle. The way they are dominating right now. Dexter has already got 3 kills for himself, and there's a big splits that they are executing right now. Shire has got a shack to play with, but Dexter is looking in the far off backgrounds, and all the 4 players standing right now for Struggle with 5 kills in their tally right now, and Astra Academy go down.
Oh, Astra Academy go down at the 11, but look at that. Sinner reviving his teammate. Dawes on the other side. Spots down the players of Pain. Demo goes down. Opti is still there behind the hay bale, but for how long he can survive. Dawes is the person who just knocked out Demo. The revival, it's going to be a little bit difficult for them. But Hershey falls out the players of Seal9 fighting some random bullets. Already secure 3, but looking out for some more. And you know what? This is going to be important. But now the long range fight as well as those long rotations are pretty much required for teams like Pain Gaming as well as Opex. Only 2 players surviving from the side of Opex. Now Savage secured 4, and they are so good in these open fights. We know that, Trooper.
Well, we certainly know it. They're really remarkable. What an 8! What an 8 coming in from RGC. They needed a big game now. Can they convert this into an even better one? They've already got 6 kills under their belt. RGC is playing the game of his life right now. Can he convert this into a big game for Team Bear? That is exactly what they would be looking for. 7 kills already for him, and he takes down Dawes, but eventually goes down to
Yeah, Savage find that revenge. Dexter fighting with the blue pretty close to the blue crate. So now the circle just shifted towards the northern side, and now Struggle, they have to move inside the circle. All the 4 players are alive. Savage eSports, that's not the case for Savage. 3 players are still there. The C line on the other side, they're still fighting. Dexter got pinched down behind those blue crates, but for how long? 100 meters. He has to cover a lot of distance, but Rook from a different angle from the side of Apes takes down Senna behind that tree. Inky just gonna pop out some smoke, one smoke, so that he can revive his teammate.
Well, he certainly does, but gets close to the tree. That is going to give him some good cover over here. But the kind of cluster that is developing towards that side, things are not looking good for Seal9. They really need to survive for a really good time. But SDMZ now, they're making their move towards the edge of the circle. And look at the shots incoming. Psycho eventually goes down. But now Eddie and his teammate Fool have an idea where the shots are flying in from. So let's see if they're going to follow the footsteps of Psycho over there and race towards the haystack. That is going to give them a little bit of a toe inside the circle. But smoke's being deployed for Savage eSports. They've got a down to play with. And this is Team Struggle that have dedicated themselves towards that shack. And look at those shots incoming. This is not looking good for them. But now it's time for Savage eSports to move as well.
Team Struggle versus Team Savage again in an open fight up against each other. Hershey found an opening, just going to close in the distance, make an extra cover on that dash. Spots down the players of SDMZ, going to fire a lot of shots. Already take down 1, but securing that 1 kill is going to be important. But no, that's not the case. C9 eSports moving from the backlines is going to be a ballsy move, and will they get punished? And yeah, one they got knocked, and the whole team got eliminated. Legro, what are you doing, man?
With 3 kills getting eliminated on the 8th spot, that means they're getting just 4 kills for them, 4 points for them in this game. And let's see how they're going to deal with this, because they were already looking good. They were past the 100 mark. It's going to be 110 for them. in the overall standings, and opportunities for all these teams to do the
perfect.
catch-up work. Opportunity for Savage Esports to cut down the difference that has already been created on them by C-Line. They've shut them down themselves inside the map, and can they get the all-important chicken dinner here to station themselves back on the #1 position? That is going to be something to watch out for. This can just be the second chicken dinner for Savage Esports, but let's see. We've got Struggle fighting on one side, and they've got to deal with Apes, who are looking to make a very good comeback over here. One good nade can hurt either of the team. Look how closely, compactly they are sticking to each other. This is not looking a very good sign. And Kyrie with his teammate, look at that, both holding the same angle and falling down to Rogue's nade. A single nade taking down 3 players from Struggle Clan, and the push is going to be incoming. Ken's are the last player standing. How far can you hold up? He cannot, and Rogue just commits that kill over there, and Carney gets the fourth kill for himself, but Rogue got to be of that situation.
4 kills secured by that one lad. That's going to be Rogue. Savage Esports. Ligro still fighting with the players of SDMZ. Look at that. Fool, his kill has been stolen by Rogue. And what is going on? Struggle on the 5th position. They got eliminated at the 5th. Secured 5 kills. Point top 4 teams in front of us. Eddie still behind that burned out UAs. Ligro, he has to move inside the circle. 90 meters. 90 meters the distance. Opex Trooper, they're still inside the lobby.
Exactly, Opex still inside the lobby, but look at Savage Esports. They've committed themselves towards the western edge of the 6th circle right now. They're clearing up spaces. Opex are finding themselves right in the dead center, as if the circle has been drawn around them. And now, how far they can hold on to the center, that is going to be something. There are Apes inside the vicinity, Savages inside the vicinity. How are they going to allow Opex to hold up? That is going to be something. And look at that buggy, 2 players on the buggy, making that rotation. Let's see if this is going to get executed successfully. 2 players out in the open. Yes, they make it.
Yep, they make it. On the other side, Zebo behind that hay shack. He can say, like, he has a pretty decent cover, but Savage Esports are instantly closing in through. Just how it just got thrown down in an open area, but the circle is also in the open area. Opex has got pinched down between 2 teams. They got sandwiched between 2 teams. Hershey finding some random bullets with his M249. Opex still surviving with that barrage. One volley being thrown in inside that one smoke, but Opex Toxin will go down. Rook spray was so perfect. This man is looking unstoppable, Trooper.
Well, certainly, Savage Esports have stationed themselves so beautifully. Look at that! And that is the end.
Again, Rogue.
That is Rogue's nade. Once again, wow! What is this guy doing with utilities out there? He's just been outstanding with those utilities. Wiped out 2 teams completely. And now the Apes, who are looking to design a comeback for themselves, finding Hershey, putting him down, and they're now going to commit themselves. This is a 4v2 situation for this Mongolian team, and they would not like to get this opportunity to go away from them, trying to convert Hershey. But now they got to close in. This is Savage sitting in front of them. Just 2 players out in the open. Ligro gets spotted, tries to take one of them down, but he's taking serious damage towards himself, and Hype is also surviving behind the smoke cloud. But all the 4 players from Apes standing, rushing it, moving it from the right. 1 more goes down. Hype is the last player standing. He would get spotted as well. And a chicken dinner for Apes. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for Apes INC.
And you know what? After securing a lot of kills, the confidence boosts up. We can see they were charging in an open area towards the players of Savage. The damage is 2484. Every single number is in the even number, and their overall ranking is on 7th page. First page. That's what you get on the second day of the overall rank of this regional finals, as you just mentioned. Day of comeback, and we.
But who thought that after the first Erangel that it's going to be Apes who are going to design it in
No
Miramar
one.
and Erangel? No, I did not think that. But let's have a look at MVP, and this has got to be Rogue. This has got to be Rogue.
He's going to be on.
Rogue.
Yep, for
it has to be
sure.
Rogue. What a performance coming in from the slate. He took down 5 players with 2 grenades.
In the previous match, SDMZ just dished out more than 1200 damage. This lad dished out 1400 damage.
I did not see that. I just saw 7 kills over there, and I was like, he took down 5, but 1500 damage coming in from a single lad. What a
and
game
2
has he
assists.
had.
Okay,
2
now
assists.
that's
And
this is the second day.
this is what happens if you hold up crucial ridges, high ground inside the circles, right towards the western edge of Pochinki. That is what Apes were holding.
True.
They really did hurt Infinity Esports out there as well. And inside the final circles, they made sure to really beat down Struggle Clan, pin them down in their misery behind that shack, and they just capitalized so beautifully over there.
Perfectly capitalization from the side of Rogue, but look at that. 3 players from the side of Savage Esports in the top there. Searchay, Hypes, and League Bro. 3, 2, 4 secured by these 3 lads respectively. And Bear, obviously, he has to be there. He secured Focus, is out 549 damage. The way these teams are playing so good.
They really cut down the lead that was created on them by Seal9, right? But how far have they extended themselves is going to be something to watch out for. But what an amazing game we just had. Even Arimon, a big shout out for his play. The way he's controlled that game during the mid game, survived so long, got that extra bit of a kills for his team. Really did matter a lot. And Rogue just featuring in 3 columns over there. He even got the longest distance kill for his team. And clearly the highest damage was going to be 1465. But SDMZ from Seal9 got the most utilities used, got 19 of them.
Yeah, wow. 19 of them in an Erangel match. Anand on the other side has the highest assist in this game. But again, the question is the overall ranking. Because Bear, they secured total 8 points from this match after losing out a lot of players in an early fight. But we have the match ranking in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. And after securing that chicken dinner, Apes secured 28 points. Savage Esports 28. That's savage.
Yes, Savage Esports got 32, Apes 28. So they have come back really. Look at the confidence of Opex.
Yeah.
The 1v4 in PSanhok just sort of showcasing its effect inside the Erangel game as well. 10 placement points for them in this game, a decent one. NRC also getting 7. But on the second page, we've got the big guns. Seal9 with 4, Pain Gaming with 4, Victor Gaming with 3, Astra Academy with 3. Wow. These are really big names. I haven't even taken the names of MAKPEN and Infinity from this page. So, pressure working out on all these players. But now it's time. It's the time, ladies and gentlemen, to have a look at the Oppo F19 Pro moments for this last and final Erangel of the day, where the fight started from the Gatka region, where Team Bear were looking so aggressive. They even wiped out Victor Gaming in a little while later, but then just Arimon survived. He was the only player surviving, and that was a valiant effort coming in from Warzone. The flank that he created was really amazing. When he went down, Victor Gaming went down, but up to the point he was standing, he almost pulled out a 1v4 over there.
He was like, he had a lot of pressure on his shoulder and just performed so well, but at the end, that type of performance you expect from your teammates, and they would not perform that well in that situation. But at the end, they just literally eliminated 3 players from there.
And this is the moment when Equinox were running. This was like a valiant effort from moving out in the open just on the basis of your gun power, trying to shut down 4 players. It's not that easy, right? But they really tried hard, Equinox over there. Kudos to them for getting whatever they did today. But this is the moment where Seal9 were picked up by Savage towards that western edge, denying them that movement. Even SDMZ was shut down beautifully by Savage, and then later on Apes decided to push towards that side as well. But now this is the moment where Rogue's nade hit them and really hit them hard. 3 players down, and once again he got 2 with this nade over here. So an amazing performance. And just as they finished the players from Opex, it was just a mad run out in the open field, and they just executed it beautifully.
Yeah, a run for the gold as well as for the chicken dinner. But we have the overall ranking. Steelline Esports still on the top. Savage Esports 99. Okay, this is close. This is so close.
But look at SDMZ with back-to-back featuring inside the final circles. They've been so consistent, consistent. And look at the chicken dinner department, just Pain Gaming somehow surviving on the first page without a chicken dinner. Every other 7 team on the first page have already got a chicken dinner. But look at Struggle, how far they have fallen down. But this is... Look at MAKPEN, they've also fallen down a bit, but Victor Gaming falling down to the 12th position. Wow, not looking good. But this is the perfect setup, right? After game number 8, this is the perfect setup. So you know where the teams are standing after 8 matches. Infinity Esports with just 29, Astra Academy with 25. How are they going to come back for the remaining 2 days is going to be something to watch out for.
That is going to be the biggest question. But Victor Gaming, they were at the 4th position in the start of the day, but now they just fall down at the 12th. Look at the total damage. Okay. Apes and Savage.
Wow, 5,000 damage between these 2 teams, Apes and Savage. That is equivalent to knocking down 50 players.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
What an amazing performance coming in. And they share 23 kills between themselves. And what an amazing performance. And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to have a look at the overall, at the kill leaders right now, where Line Inky with 24 kills is leading up the charts. And look at Equinox DOK. He's been a regular feature inside the most valuable players. And he's got 20 kills for himself.
But you know what? There's a huge difference between Equinox, DOK, Inky, and the other three players, because the amount of damage these two players dished out, it's massive. 4,992. It's the highest amongst others. Then Inky with 4,040. Then 2,720. The dropout, it's huge.
Well, really, it's amazing. And look at Dexter and Demo also featuring in the kill leaders over here. So it's going to be really, really amazing for them. So we had a look at the overall standing. We know where the teams are standing.
Yeah.
So now, after 8 matches that have been completed, we know who's sitting on top, we know who's stretching where, and now the teams that are missing out today. It was the day of comebacks. A lot of teams really did get a good start in the early first Erangel, but it was Apes who decided to capitalize the entire day for the comeback. And I think it was MAKPEN and Apes who would be really looking forward to stretch themselves in the overall standings tomorrow.
For sure. You still have 2 days left. 8 games left, those 8 golden opportunities, Trooper. But teams like Victor Gaming, again, I just want to mention this point because this is more important. Yesterday I was talking about Infinity eSports because they were struggling. Now Victor Gaming, they start their day when they were at the 4th position. In fact, at the 6th position, now 12th.
Well,
Never ever, man, expected this.
Well, if you are an underdog team that has qualified through the PMCO, if you've got a first day going in your favor in the regional finale, you really don't have to think out of the box to make things happen for yourself. And
for sure,
this is exactly what Victor Gaming have done wrong over here. They've been good in the patient game up till today, but today the way they were committing towards those mid-game fights really did hurt them.
Yep. Certainly did hurt them a lot, and you were talking about a lot. They lost out a lot of position as well as a lot of points. Same as NAIKON.
Same as NAIKON as well, but there are different struggle stories for NAIKON and Pain Gaming for themselves. They got to convert their team as a 4-man squad soon. Let's see if this is going to happen tomorrow or not. But we are done for the day for the South Asia Wildcard region, and we know how the overall standings look by the end of this day. Two more days, 8 more matches to go, and then we are going to know who's going to be the team that is going to be participating inside the PMPL Season 4. But all that action later on. For now, it's goodbyes. Take good care of yourself, and happy game.
Here we go now.
Let's get it.